just chilling with Adam. Yeah, I'm just chilling with Adam. I'm just chilling with Adam. Look, that's the host of Adam. I'm just chilling with Adam.
Ooh, I'm just chilling with Adam. Ooh, I'm just chilling with Adam. Ooh, I'm just chilling with Adam. Ooh, and we're talking about consent. Ooh. What's up, everybody?
Shout out consent.
No
consent gang.
Consent.
Consent gang is very, very big. This is the second episode of the Adam22 Show. We're doing it live again on stream. I got my homie little house phone right to the left of me. Next up, Caucasian consultant, Robesman.
Whoa, that was fun.
Cerebral gang. And then, of course, woke consultant, Ka5sh.
Yes.
How's fun is my Xanax consultant?
So like anything woke, it has to go through Ka5sh.
Yeah.
Anything white privilege has to go through
Correct.
Robesman.
Who's wearing a shirt with like the epitome of white privilege on it. Shout out Cup Boy's mom.
Shout out all moms everywhere.
Yeah, she's just sitting around talking about Kodak Black like it's all sweet. She don't know that he's gonna run up in her crib.
And like might do something harmful to her.
No, he doesn't seem like that kind of guy.
know.
You good?
Well,
Okay.
he's in jail now.
Guys, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. I'm very excited that we're getting into the groove of doing these Monday chats, keeping it consistent. People love what we got going on.
Keeping it consistent and consistent and consented.
Consensual. We were just talking about that and the difficulties that you have with consent because you're permanently on 12 Xans.
First of all, you ask for permission before you do the Xans.
Yes.
No, I'm joking, but
Enthusiastic
As if.
consent.
no consent no booty without the consent. 2018.
Those are the
Shout out
rules.
Lil B.
That's real.
We got to get the women to consent to us.
Yes.
You know,
Before they even touch, like, do you want to do this? Do you want to do this because I'm a famous person?
I would appreciate if the girls would ask me if I consent as
Yes.
well, even though I'm clearly the
Yeah,
aggressor
yes.
in this situation.
no, I need them to be like, is it okay if I remove your penis from your underwear?
Can I suck this?
And then
Okay.
I give them my answer.
You guys keep going. Keep going. Back and forth.
So we're fucking doing it.
Roleplay. Yeah. Now you're fucking each other.
But we were discussing earlier the concept of clout consent, which is kind of like, are you sure you're doing this for the right reasons? You're not just doing this because I'm verified.
Yes.
I'm not verified, so I don't have that problem.
That's
Only
I have
Ka5sh is
that problem.
verified.
Life must be so easy for you.
Yeah.
Wait, so you feel like you get more bitches now that you're verified?
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone
Like,
says that.
Girls answer me because I'm verified. Like last night, I followed a girl and just favorited 9 of her tweets, and she DM'd me first.
9. 9 is the magic number.
That happens
Favorite
to
a
me-
light
That happens to
9.
me on a regular though, and I'm not verified though.
Well, nice.
What is it a certain number?
I have a goat as my profile picture.
Yeah, right.
That goes a long way.
Wait. Is there like a certain number of followers you have to hit for a girl to automatically follow you back?
Ooh, I'm thinking of around 10K.
After you pass 10K, it's a
Well,
go.
what does she have though? Like, and Rata's not going to follow you back.
Oh, yeah,
I don't even know who that
Exactly.
is. So she's that famous. I
She's
don't
a
even
very
know.
hot woman that I didn't know about until you told me about her.
Really?
Yeah.
I have no idea who
But
this
you,
is.
again, white consultant. You know about mad white shit that I don't necessarily know about.
And bad white bitches, even though he's consensually in a relationship.
With a Latina.
Ooh,
Oh,
really?
and she is. Oh, what is her nationality?
Half Mexican.
Her Insta
I
on
love
private.
it.
I tried
Yeah.
to lurk, but it's on private.
Private, yeah.
You guys
is.
be doing really nice stuff going on vacations and
the
shit.
most
She's
wholesome
leveling
shit
me
ever.
up, man. I want to say I love my girlfriend.
Wow.
If you're watching,
Wholesome.
honey.
Does she watch this
If
typically when
my
you're on?
girlfriend,
No.
You don't
know
think?
yet,
No, she
I love
watched
you too.
one.
And it was.
Oh, hold on. Do your shout out.
I love my girlfriend. She doesn't exist yet, but if you're watching this, I love you.
If there's any girls out there who are watching this and they're thinking, oh, I want to have consensual sex with that guy.
You should hit him up.
Pull
in the
up.
DM. He's verified.
Yeah.
No, my girl
Can we get the
watched one,
Snapchat?
and we were
Yeah.
talking about Carly Gray and how we're going to take her on a date. And
Oh
then
wow!
she
And then
was
she was like, "I'm never watching this."
yeah, she's like, what the hell? And I was like,
Factoid, Carly Gray wanted your fucking hog that night, and you were like, nah, I can't hook up with a prostitute, or a porn star. You're like, I can't hook up with a porn star. I'm too
Urban
scared.
Part
Did you say that? You said because you're too scared?
No.
What was your reason?
You're
What
just too
happened that
wholesome.
night was a weird night because you and Lena were just getting started. Carly and I were sitting there, and then Lena started doing consensual stuff to your wiener.
She got
And me
drunk and
Carly
started
were
giving me head.
Oh, like
we started
in
like
the-
we're like
in the store.
watching, but I'm like, and then I looked at her and I was like, "Are we supposed to do like jokingly?" You know, and she's like, "No." I'm like, "Yeah, no." So it was like it was always just like friendly.
I think you would be kind of out of the ordinary for Carly Gray. I feel like her average bang is probably not so cerebral.
She was so nice and funny. Like
Oh, she's great,
I
yeah.
love that girl.
She's delightful and she's super hot.
Yeah.
Real
Stay
wholesome.
watching her story.
That's real wholesome of you.
Yeah.
Did you ever crack that?
No. I feel like her and Lena are a little bit. You mean consensually crack that, right?
Consensually.
Yeah, I think that her and Lena are kind of too. I don't know.
This isn't a joke, by the way. We not playing with this consent shit.
Yes.
Because, niggas is out here. Niggas is out here on some weird shit, and we not those niggas.
Yes.
I completely agree. So should we call out anybody?
Not
Man,
yet.
this guy on the other side of the camera back there, Hakeem.
Hakeem is problematic.
What would happen if the Me Too movement happened to rap music? Would there just be no music anymore? Or just
It'd be rough.
I can't even imagine. It's happening all the time. It's just like rap music is probably more resistant to the changes that are going on in mainstream society.
Straight up, just don't give a fuck. Like,
I mean, and to the extent that they do, it definitely doesn't stop dudes from like having hit songs and like this. Because what are you really gonna? Right, but Ka5sh has been accused of some stuff that like if it were revealed in any other walk of life would be kind of a career ender.
Kinda, like
but
totally
if
career.
for some reason it seemed to boost him up.
It's crazy.
He's like more savage because of that, right?
Yeah.
But I also think a lot of people haven't really paid attention to what Ka5sh was actually accused of because people are always like, "You fucked a little girl."
Yeah.
In reality, I'm just gonna point this out because I think it's so weird. He was accused of basically another dude was getting his dick sucked by this girl.
But he was behind her.
And he was behind her, slapping her ass and like motioning at her.
And put it on Instagram too. Like, that's out of pocket.
And then it came out that she was 14 or whatever. So.
Supposedly, he said that the girl said she was 19.
No, but I've seen the picture of the girl. She looks like a little kid.
She looked like a little kid.
Really?
I feel like
she did.
Yeah, I don't think he handled it well either afterwards.
Yeah,
he was like, if you want to
to
find me, find me.
Because he wasn't famous when this happened, so he kind of was like trying to keep it low key. Even when I did the interview with Ka5sh, he was basically saying like, "My name's Daniel Hernandez. This is where I stay at. Look me up. Like I ain't do shit. Blah blah blah." But then it
came out.
Kind of
It
came
really
out.
was Daniel Hernandez.
Yeah, they like Genius did an article and all this stuff. But
Wait, that's his real name?
Yeah.
Yeah, the crazy thing is like, so he did that, didn't apologize, now he's huge. And then like a dude does something and apologizes and they just shut him down. So then it's like
Aziz?
I mean, well, yeah, it's like a different
Aziz
lane.
isn't a rapper. though.
Aziz just like was a little too
Aziz is like,
aggressive
hey.
based on what I read about him. People are going to think we're talking about a rapper named Aziz. We're talking about Aziz Ansari.
Not
Aziz.
Aziz.
Aziz Gibson. I don't even know what that is. It sounds familiar though.
Aziz, whatever,
Gibson,
Gibby.
Disease is what it sounds like to
Aziz
me.
Gibson, he didn't be accused of some rape shit.
Is this some streetwear review?
This is Pleasures Nature World collab.
Oh, real
Shut-
quick. I
shut
gotta
up,
shout out my
Pleasures.
new artist, Calv. He's from the UK. He came with his mixtape.
Ka5sh.
And I promised him I'd shout him out, and also I wouldn't throw it in the toilet like Ludacris and Hustle and Flow.
It's great that you are doing
XL.
that because I would have probably thrown it away if you had given
Yeah,
it to me.
because you're
No
Ludacris
offense.
now.
He looks like Killy too.
Oh, he did. I thought that was who.
It looks almost exactly like Killy. Let's be real. Hey, does anybody? This is just an overall table fit check. Does anybody want to point out any of their attire and sort of point out how fresh they are? Oh, okay. We got some Nike Airs
the
here.
Hello Kitty bulletproof vest that I made myself.
I was totally gonna wear that fucking fake Raf Simmons
Mega
shirt. God damn it!
Yacht Raf shirt.
Wait, so is this a hand? You made this?
Yeah. Handle this.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really believe that's bulletproof, but I like
well,
it.
It's a carrier.
It's a
I don't have the
Ferragamo
fucking
belt?
plates in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe just throw a Bible in there in case you know.
That'd be
So
sick.
you have
Shoes
the
are
logo.
FTP.
I can't.
hell
You
yeah.
need
They're
to
rares.
buy new shoes. I don't know how much money you make, but you need to buy new shoes.
You still have those, don't
I'm
you?
Lil B with the shoes.
I have them, but I'm so far removed from wearing them because that was like 2 years ago that we got
That was
those.
when I first met you. Yeah.
FTP is still hard, but
FTP is still amazing, but yeah, like, you got to
It's
get
number one
at
brand
least
for
get
me.
the new ones.
those shoes look like you've been doing landscaping
I don't
in
like
them.
DC. I'm not a skater. Well, I guess he's Hufford.
DC?
I didn't even know you knew about the DC collab. I was talking about the one before that.
DC
Yeah,
collab with who?
with FTP.
Oh, they did that?
That's like coming out.
I hope they gave Zach a fucking boatload of money because he deserves it. He's
He's probably gonna
He's
revive
got to
the
make
whole
his own
company.
shoe, man.
maybe
Yeah.
he's the new creative director of
DC?
DC.
That'd be crazy.
I'm trying to creative direct some pussy tonight. Yeah, feel me?
Okay, there's
consensually.
Before we get into the N-word talk, let's talk about that.
Whoa.
When's the last time you got some pussy and what was it like consensually?
Me?
Yes.
I was like kind of dating this girl who's on my phone background, but like I don't know. I'm just kind of just.
Can I look?
No.
What is her ethnicity?
She's black. Shout out all the
Wow.
Nubian goddesses.
She don't
out
look
here.
black.
Well, she's like Jamaican and
Thanks, Chris.
fucking. She's light skinned though, but you know. Shout out to her.
I like it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was nice.
Roseman, your girlfriend, don't need to hear about it. What was it?
need to-
Pasta night?
It was pasta night.
What kind
we
of
had
fucking wholesome
nice
shit did y'all do?
Chianti.
What the hell's that?
Whenever I look at your story, it's pasta night. You guys are extra virgin olive oil and butter
We
and
kind of
blah, blah,
become
blah.
like cooks, yeah.
What's your favorite like sauce to use on your pasta?
Marinara.
I mean, it's different types of fucking pasta sauce. You weirdo.
I don't know.
No, actually, I like Alfredo, honestly.
Yeah, this nigga's acting like there's only one pasta sauce. Fucking bland
Name
one.
another one.
Alfredo, motherfucking marinara. I don't know.
Carbonara.
Some mushroom garlic shit.
Carbonara is fire.
Okay.
You can
know,
do some
actually,
green-
I like a white wine reduction.
They
with
got
some
like
garlic.
a green one, don't they? Like they got all types of fucking.
Cash,
pasta
last
sauce.
time that you had sex and or masturbated.
Masturbated like probably like yesterday. Sex, I don't know, like last week or some shit.
Nice.
Last
How
week.
was it? Fire.
Was it with this beautiful blonde woman sitting across the table?
No.
She's talking about his future girlfriend, so I'm assuming that.
I
she's,
thought she was your girlfriend when you were
one thing about Ka5sh, lots of platonic female friends I noticed.
Oh, that's me too. That's
Hashtag me
That's
too.
great. That's a great way to be. It's honestly that's how you meet your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Befriend her.
Yeah.
If you just have a lot of girls who are friends, then all of a sudden they're like
Gain their trust, and then one of them will fall in love with you eventually.
Their trust, and then slowly break them down.
That's the dentist system. You've been watching it. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
Literally. The dentist. Oh my God! I wish we need to pull that up because that is so
dentist.
fucking funny. That chart that he made. God, I'm gonna look it up.
I
Right
feel
now.
like Chris Long would like be in the Always Sunny in Philadelphia
Right,
cast.
he's
somehow.
a dentist type character. Well, the whole basis of the show is that they are like the worst people on earth, and I feel like that's. I don't think Chris Long is that, but he kind of plays it up sometimes. That's
Chris
his
Long's
vibe.
a great guy, actually. Shout out to Chris Longers. Like, subscribe.
This is what the dentist system is. D, demonstrate value. E, engage physically.
that's the second one.
N, nurture dependence. N, neglect emotionally. I, inspire hope. S,
Dude,
separate entirely.
I think literally every rapper does that to every girl in the world.
That's pretty much the playbook, yeah.
Yeah.
Chris brings it up on the screen.
Demonstrate value. So let's say you go
I think that's like the Drake system.
Separate entirely.
Kaylee, hey, this is some good pizza. Dennis, you're the one that is good. The way to win any girl's heart. This is so true.
Do you think everybody else has seen It's Always Sunny in
if
Philadelphia?
you
like
haven't
us?
seen this, you should go watch it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
amazing.
an amazing show.
Do you think what character, if anybody out there watching this has any sort of friendship with any of the characters on the show, just let them know that we'd love to have them in here for some host chat.
Oh my god.
Hakeem is
Love to
Charlie.
hang out with the Charlie.
Charlie work,
I've been told I look like that.
cleaning the grates and
Killing rats.
Xavier's like telling Hakeem to do Charlie work.
Xavier's Danny DeVito. Frank, sorry.
Oh, fuck, man.
See, I feel bad for some people when they're watching this because they don't know how funny that show is, and that sucks for them, and also makes my feelings hurt. I'm going to turn your phone over so I don't have to
Yeah,
see it.
I don't know if like the
Boris
youth
keep
is
texting
watching
me.
Always Sunny, or if it's like a classic now. Like if you're
It's
like
definitely a
if you're
classic,
18, is Always Sunny just like some classic shit?
Do you
like,
think the woke kids could watch It's Always Sunny and like
They might have a hard time.
Yeah.
They're going to, like, even the dentist system right there. It's like if you weren't to just take it
emotional
satirically,
abuse. Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally abuse.
neglect entirely or separate entirely. I can't get over it. Anyway, let's talk about the thing that everybody wants us to talk about, which is let me tell a little story. There's a guy named Joseph Urban.
yeah, House Phone hasn't heard this story.
Dude, you didn't even like him at first, and then
You
you're
don't
like,
think I mean, oh, you're right. I did say that on Twitter
you're
one
like-
time.
You're like, I've never watched one of his videos before, and I never will.
And that was just really from a state of ignorance because I really hadn't watched this stuff. And then I started to watch it, started to,
Wait, hold on. Before we go any further, do you feel like you have to like everybody you interview?
No,
Oh.
not 100%,
to
but
Just throwing it out there. Just
Interesting.
I
just
would
thinking
prefer to, or at least respect them. Like a lot of times you interview people, you don't want to. It's obvious you don't want to hang out with them afterwards. But for the most part,
I don't
usually
think you would
like 'em.
engage in something you were just totally like removed from though. Like I feel like you wouldn't like be behind it at all if you just like weren't fucking with it.
Yeah, I mean, and he's a meme. He's a legendary meme. Let's be honest. But so I have him in here to do the interview. We go, and and I was really, really into it because he was being so nice, so positive, so weird, so funny. He's got his army buds with him that he met them in PTSD class. So like right there, automatically you're like, oh, like you're a hero. I forgot you're a hero. Blah blah blah. Because he was in the military for a couple of years. It's kind of weird. You don't want to ask him like, oh, like why were you only in there for 2 years?
You can't be
You know,
like, yeah.
How many Vietnamese people did you kill?
Jesus.
That's what I was thinking. I couldn't
So
ask
insane.
that.
Imagine having to do that.
Yeah,
Kill Vietnamese people.
burn down a village or something, just assuming the worst of
And
them.
then come back to America and everybody hate you because they didn't fuck with the war.
I wanted to ask about that too, the reception when he got back. But then 45 years later, you decided to start a Twitter account and just sort of talk about water.
45 years later, talking about free water and selling Hondas.
Selling Hondas.
What's the deal with
That's
free
crazy.
water? I don't really. I honestly.
I think
don't
he stole
know
that
much
from Chris
about the deal.
Travis. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah, but water is such a huge theme in rap music
Everything
in
he
general.
did was stolen from something.
Yeah, you're right.
He was just mimicking weird Twitter.
It's weird.
Exactly.
Yeah. No,
He
that's
must
a
have
good
had
point.
Some
Yeah.
young dude on his side.
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
like,
like whispering the
I
stuff.
think everybody suspects that, but based on because I asked his army buddies off camera, military buddies, I think they were in the Marines and shit. But I said like, are you guys kind of like helping him with the memes and stuff? And they're like, no, he like studies that shit.
Of course they aren't, but it's like it's his fucking grandson or somebody. Is like, I don't
He's
know,
like,
maybe not. Maybe
he's
not.
like Batty Winkle, but like a dude and into SoundCloud rap.
Yeah,
But
right?
that's the one thing I really regret not saying, and possibly because I got derailed by the N-word talk, is that I want it to be like, why free Bobby Shmurda? Like, I agree, free Bobby Shmurda,
Yeah,
but like,
how-
where did that come from? And also
does he
him
even
saying,
know?
fuck J. Cole, fuck Russ. I mean, those are like pretty popular memes.
yes.
But I wanted to ask him, like, what's your real opinion of J. Cole and Russ?
He has
He
none.
must
I
be
love
really.
them both.
Yeah.
He must really be on Twitter.
Ever since J. Cole came to the shop, I'm like, I love J. Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. J. Cole
has
Work
replaced-
out
He's
for
a
me,
legend.
work
No, he's a
out
good
for
guy.
me.
J. Cole has replaced Russ.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course.
No, Russ has replaced J.
other way,
Cole.
other way, other
Yeah.
way.
Other
It
way,
seems
other way,
insane that anybody ever hated on J. Cole because he seems so harmless in comparison to Russ.
Yeah.
He's just like introspective, like wants to talk about like atheism and God and all that.
Yeah, everybody like wanted, because you always need a scapegoat, and at that time, J. Cole became the scapegoat.
Just because he didn't have it. It was nothing bad to say about him.
He didn't
so
have
it's just
anyone
like,
to defend him either.
No,
'Cause he's not
definitely-
really-
No,
Yeah.
also his
a huge fan
fans
base,
were going crazy about like
Right.
what was that one meme? It was like if you listen to J. Cole,
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
have lyrical insights into like this and that.
Yeah, I mean, like having the cringy ass college type white boy fans is always bad because their memes and like the stuff they say about you will make you look worse.
Yeah. Exactly.
As bad as Russ seems, I mean, he's really, really bad, but I mean, it probably seems worse because of the stuff his fans say.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
they make you
Russ
look
brings on a
stupid.
lot of it himself.
Yeah.
Like he really has
dumb
a
shit.
chip on his shoulder of like he's got to say all this like
Did he actually say something about Peep, or where people were just like tripping?
I don't think by name, but he like came out right after Peep died saying a bunch of shit about
Like I
Xans
told you
and-
so.
Told you so.
Fucking fuck that guy. Anyway, what's up with this old white dude?
Okay, and so for the
Okay,
people
yeah,
who don't know, we're talking about a person whose Twitter name is at Honda Deal #4 Vets. So we're doing the interview's going good, everything like that, and then he's talking about love, free love, peace,
Free love and water.
and then he just says N-word, lion, bastard, real fast, real this is
Mumbly,
wild.
like real mumbly.
I shall not repeat
There
it.
was no reason. He said he just goes, man, anybody can be in love, but you can just be like, no, fuck you, nigger, lying bastard. And then Adam goes, wait, what? And he's like, lying bastard. So like he knew.
Right away he censored it. So it wasn't intentional, which was a weird part about it.
What?
I was so lost because to me it's like,
What?
I even Googled that. I Googled N-word lion
not a
bastard.
thing you say.
It's not something like I did find that there's like an Urban Dictionary definition for lion bastard, which I
No,
mean,
come on, don't try to.
it means exactly what it
bastard
sounds
who
like.
lies.
But the N-word addition to it is super weird. Obviously, he knows where he is. He knows like this is the first time you've ever done an interview. You know
he's
that this
so-
is a rap podcast, basically.
Maybe he's so old though, and just like he just so into his ways that he couldn't even like hold it back. It just came out.
Well, here's the thing.
I'ma come
This-
clean.
Him saying it is one thing, but then Adam got a backlash for what Adam went on to say after.
I fucked up.
Wait, why?
Because I basically I was okay with most of what I said because I said, I don't say that because I don't want people to get the wrong idea about me, blah, blah, blah. But
no, hold on, Adam. You're like, what'd you say? And he's, wait, what? And he's like, I sometimes say that, and then he said it like more
a bunch more times.
but then
he
Adam,
said
you're
three
like,
more
you
times,
you
or
first go. Are you aware there's a stigma surrounding saying that? Which is like, okay, that's fine. And then he's like something, and then you were like, what?
I said, because, I immediately felt so bad for him because I could just see it in his eyes that he knew how bad he fucked up. And I kind of wanted to comfort him. I kind of wanted to be like, it'll be all right, man. Like, people are going to freak out. But I said something which I really regret. I said, I think a lot of African-American people might give you a pass.
Oh no.
Which, what a stupid thing to say. But the sentiment that I was trying to get across was kind of like, well, you're 68 and you were a military vet and stuff, so
You probably said
maybe
that
people won't be
millions of
so
times.
mad at you. But I mean, it's just, and I think I even said after that, like, it's not my place to say who's going to get offended, blah, blah, blah. Either way, weird way for me to handle it. I said on Twitter, I fucked up when I said that.
Yeah,
but
so someone was like that. Someone said you felt bad for an old white guy, so you threw the entire culture under the bus.
all right, shout out Ka5sh.
That's East
Honestly,
Coast woke consultant.
Not a bad analysis of it.
Craig,
I
love
did
Craig.
fuck up in
I
that.
asked
I
Craig
mean,
to
what the
come on
fuck?
show.
I don't think you were expecting him to say that. What the fuck? How are you supposed to react?
I think that.
Well, then you tell
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
How
the woke
consultant.
Yeah, welcome
Ka5sh, break it down.
Yeah, because it's like
Break
you're
it
not
down.
gonna punch an old man in the face.
A lot of people
Yeah.
said that. They're like, you should have fucking faded him on site. I'm like,
I
no.
can't do that. That's just like
That would be
I would
odd.
get more in trouble for me punching an old man in the
old
face.
white
yeah.
man. No, let's be
exactly. Yeah,
specific.
yeah. Old white man in the face.
White veteran?
Me being a black black dude punching an old white man.
You
in the
being a
face.
big black dude in a pink
I'm going
jacket.
to mega jail.
Yeah, I mean, he started trying to like sort of put it in context, explain, oh, I got all these black friends, they all call me the N-word, blah, blah, blah.
Stop.
But in the process of that, he then proceeded to say the word a whole bunch more times. And the first time he said it was weird. First time he said it was like a hard R, which is the main thing that blew me away, because I couldn't tell if he had actually just said it. I couldn't tell if it was a hard R, and I couldn't tell if it was an A. Like I had three possible options in my head at that moment, and they all seemed kind of ridiculous.
They're all bad, yeah.
And then he proceeds to say, oh, I got all these black friends, and they call me that. I'm kind of like, me too, but I don't say it back to him, like.
So what does everyone want you to do? Shut the interview down, or like scold
Delete the
him,
interview.
or like give him a history lesson?
Well, you know what the
or...
crazy X factor is just the fact that it was one of the only interviews I've ever done live. Like, we're live right now, but this is different because we're going to export this file and put this up afterwards. Like, we could still, it's live, but we could still potentially edit it if we wanted to. With that, it's like we were doing the thing where you stream it live and then that's just the file that stays online after. So, I mean, he even asked me, like, I'm going to be totally honest, like, I probably would have edited it out for his sake, just like, you fucked up. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll edit it out, but I couldn't because it was live.
Well, we should mention that he apologized to Ka5sh directly. Yeah, I think he's reaching out to
Which
everybody.
I thought he was just reaching out to all black people, but he DM'd me in the middle of the night.
He DMs every black person.
Because you did tweet about it,
Do you accept his apology?
No. Why would I?
I don't blame you. I feel like you might not even ever have to interact with him.
No, but no.
Why would you unless you're gonna go buy a Honda?
Yeah, no. If he gives me a Honda, maybe.
Bro, honestly though, what happens if he loses his job? Then I'm gonna feel kind of bad.
You gotta hire him here.
Yeah.
Yo.
You could be a janitor, just a racist ass janitor.
I'm gonna have to ask my woke consultant how you feel about the idea of working here.
About Honda deal for
Learning to work on a bike.
Wait. So, like, what did he like issue a statement or anything afterwards?
He tweeted about it a bunch of times, sort of saying like, "I'm sorry, I'm all about
But
love."
like, okay. Right after that, I saw Ka5sh give him the hood pass and said it's fine.
But then I saw,
you can't do that. Like he can't speak on behalf of all black people and be like, it's chill.
I mean, Ka5sh is trolling, Ka5sh is joking around, because then I immediately after saw Ka5sh be like, "Nah, fuck that, he out of here." Like, he went right back on it.
Hey, I'm gonna come clean, bro.
What?
I think nigger is a funny word.
No, dude, we were just talking about that the other day. Me and Reese and him were just kept calling each other niggers. It's a weird thing that I have with my mom and my sister. Like, that's the only bad word that we're allowed to say to each other. Like, we can't say anything else, but we can just be like, wait, what's up, nigger?
God, I can't imagine saying that around my mom or hearing my mom say it, because the last time that
mom is cool, though.
the one and only time I ever said that word around my mom was when I was listening to Crisscross when I was 9 and I was singing along, and my mom just almost pulled the friggin' car over on the road like, "You're not allowed to say that."
Crisscross said nigga in their song?
I think they said it one time in a song, and I'm singing along. I have no fucking clue what it means, and my mom was just on my ass.
Crisscross song.
I
I thought they rapped about like
Crisscross used to be edgy.
like dropping the hard.
I might be misremembering it. Well, they were like 10 too at the time.
I know. That's why
I might be misremembering. It might be like Snoop Dogg or something, but I thought it was Crisscross. Well, but Snoop Dogg was saying it every other word. You know, that's
And
kind of
honestly,
different.
you were like a white, like suburban kid in like what? Not Boston. Where were you?
New Hampshire.
Yeah, New
Trying to
Hampshire.
figure out the rap thing.
some
so
white
I can't
place
be
like
like
that.
you knew what that was.
It was
Honestly,
odd.
look, if Joe you gives me a good deal on a Honda, I'm gonna give him the pass.
Thing is like, yeah,
Every black person gets a Honda.
Yeah.
He goes broke.
That's
fuck it.
reparations.
He goes bankrupt.
there's gonna be old racist people, right? But like,
Yeah.
if he's like that involved in kind of like rap culture,
Yeah,
you
he
think
should.
there would be
Well,
some
look.
kind of something.
Also, can we call out that like all the rappers that he named that like put him on the show were all white too?
Yeah.
Everyone
Shout out
he named.
Bones,
He
shout
goes,
out
I got
Ghostman.
into rap with Eminem. You know, who do I listen to now? Kill Station Bones, Ghostman. I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, these are all white people. Like,
These are all
100%. I should have asked him, like, name an African American rapper you like.
Does not know
He
anything.
doesn't even know anything.
Duh.
Damn, Joe, you.
Lil Xan.
I was fucking with him too, like for like.
Nah, I didn't like him. I thought he was the feds.
Yeah, I thought it was a fake account.
Yeah,
at
I mean,
first.
you
I'm
too.
gonna come
Yeah.
come clear.
I'm still rooting for him, but he got to do something dramatic if he wants to get back into the good
gotta-
graces.
He gotta do a God's plan.
Fuck net neutrality, and I was like,
You know what that means?
If he himself
guys, we're
repeals
sitting
net
here-
neutrality or brings it back, then we'll let it go.
What, Adam, what was the business model there? Like, he gets 3,000 likes on stuff, and what is the business model? Like, what we're talking about, like where his career's over. Was he doing something to monetize this?
No,
Yeah,
I think he once in a while uses his account to get
sell-
more sales
to sell
with
Hondas?
Honda. You know what's weird about it is the fact that, like, okay, PewDiePie said the N-word. It's on every friggin' station and stuff because a lot of people know who PewDiePie is.
60
That's
million
kind of the thing about Joe Yu is that like he's not that famous. So it's like, is Fader gonna write an article about Joe
'cause
Urban?
That would just in
Well,
fact
he
make him
did
more
have an
famous.
article
It probably
from
help
like,
his sales.
From Pigeons and Planes.
Yeah, so are they going to do a follow-up? Like, never mind. He said,
Well,
nigga
one
on
thing's
no
for
jumper.
sure is that anybody who ever talks about him ever again is going to be talking about
Yeah,
that shit.
Yeah,
you know,
now he's the nigga guy.
Listen,
Oh no, Kramer! You got Kramer.
Kramer.
listen, if he does a Gosplan reenactment video where he goes to the hood
He gives
and
everyone
gives out
Hondas.
Hondas,
like $4,000, like his life savings, his military
Gosh,
stipend. Nah, I mean, at the end of the day, it sucks mostly to me because that interview, everybody would be talking about, oh, it's cool that you did an interview with this crazy ass meme. He was cool. He was positive. He was saying good shit about the vets. But that one moment,
Strikes it
there's
down,
nothing that anybody wants to hear besides the N-word
Yeah.
talk, you know?
Yeah, I literally go straight into 38:30 right when he says it.
Emily just texted me right now.
Oh, nice. Tell her hi.
Emily
So, yeah,
Ratatouille
Joe
or whatever.
Urban,
Nah, no.
If you're
Oh,
watching,
God,
you got to
I
give
wish.
Ka5sh a Honda, and then we're cool.
Oh yeah.
No, I need a Honda first.
Yeah.
I think Ka5sh is more financially stable than I am. I need
He
the
was
Honda.
saying that to me. He goes, "What do you drive?" I'm like, BMW 5 Series. He goes,
I
"I got you
from.
from now on." I'm like, "You sell Hondas?" I don't know.
Hey, don't get it twisted. They be having like some luxury,
luxury
vehicles.
Hondas.
No, luxury
Wait,
vehicles.
Ned just got an Accord.
Luxury Civic.
Did he get it from that
pro-
guy?
He probably. Oh wow.
Sorry, Ned.
no.
Wait, who got on the
Oh,
Accord?
well, it's nobody.
Darb.
Ned.
Nobody.
No,
No, he got a Civic.
Yeah, but
No,
no.
a Toyota. You got a Toyota.
No, yeah, exactly. He got a Nissan.
I thought he got a Civic. He said.
Nissan
he got a
deals
Nissan.
for rappers.
Nope,
So,
Nissan.
are you offended by this? You don't like it?
Oh, by him saying the N word?
Oh no, we're not talking about that anymore.
About Ned buying a Honda from Joe Yu?
Oh, I don't think he bought it from him, but that he probably could have saved.
Yeah.
He could have
Gave him
saved
some
a lot.
beats. Yeah, and then Ned could have told him, "Hey, my advice for you: don't say
Don't
that
say
word when you go on no
This would have
jumper."
never happened. Should have sold Ned a.
That I mean, I don't know if we're off this topic yet, but Ned was getting some backlash because he said he bought the. I'm saying it was a Civic. You guys are saying it was a Accord
No,
or something.
it's definitely a Civic.
Okay.
It was a Civic. It looked like an
I
Accord.
just rode in it like 2 days ago.
It's got leather interior.
But he said he spent 20 grand cash on it, and then people were hating on him, like, "Oh, you're broke or whatever."
Yeah,
I mean,
What? How is that?
Anybody
How is that
hating-
broken
yeah.
in any
He
handbook?
bought a car. Like
20
a
bands.
brand new Civic. It's
Brand
not
new.
going to break down for
Like,
the next couple of years.
yeah,
You're good.
2018.
yeah, 90% of rappers rent cars and then flex them on the IG and like don't have anything. Like,
Almost no. I don't know any rappers who own cars.
Nigga,
They're
But I
all
also don't know
flexing.
many rich or famous rappers.
Yeah.
Mostly like little
they're
guys.
all all
Even
pretending.
I feel like rich and famous rappers are still renting cars.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
exactly.
They're all
lot of-
pretending.
a
And
lot
Ned
of-
gets more top than a lot of these niggas that I know out here.
If a rapper owned a car, you would know they own the car because you'd see them with that car all the time.
the time.
But like once they become famous enough that you're not really like thinking about how many cars they might own, like with Drake, like you know,
yeah.
he could buy it, he could lease it.
yo.
It don't fucking matter, you know.
6 cars, got a 12-car garage. But Lil Nar has that license plate
What license plate?
that says Lil Nar.
Exactly.
So
So he's with
Is
that's
he-
his.
But he
Is-
rents cars too, and he talks openly about it. He'll come out here and rent a
But
car.
is the Porsche actually his though?
I think the Porsche is
plates?
his. Yeah.
I don't know.
The black
That-
one.
yeah, so
That's his. That's his.
I'm always checking plates basically to try to
Yeah.
like put it together.
Because you're the feds, but it's okay.
I've always
yeah, I'm
wondered
number one
that
pocket
because I was
watcher.
thinking I borrowed my friend's fucking Rolls Royce Ghost to drive around the block the other day, and it was kind of thinking about it. I'm like, man, like if I leased one of these things for a year just to find out how different it is, would people be like hating on me because I leased it?
No.
They wouldn't even understand what leasing
Yeah.
is. They just
That's a
have
good
to
point.
A lot of
Yeah.
people that anybody who would hate on Ned for buying a car at 20,000 cash definitely doesn't even understand what a lease is.
Here's the problem with Ned. I don't like. He's like too responsible. He should have done the hood rich thing and
Exactly.
bought the M5 from like
Exactly.
2001 that's got 110,000 miles.
Break down tomorrow.
The
Yeah,
$2,000 a month payment and
Head
shit.
gasket's
Yeah.
blown.
For the next 30 years, he's paying
And
that
the-
payment off on the
No,
car.
no,
take
you
pictures
can get
in
that
front
car
of
for
it.
20K.
Oh, okay.
You can get the M5 from 2001 for like 20K.
That's
Right,
a terrible
yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
I think- yeah, it's probably less. But I'm just saying that. Like,
I mean,
that
that's
was-
just a
what
terrible
I do
deal,
is
though.
I buy used cars that like
To flex that are
Yeah,
nicer.
yeah, they're a little bit nicer.
I like Ned
Your Audi is
with the
nice,
Honda
though.
Civic, though, because it's a mature, responsible
used.
choice. My last car before I got the car I have now was a Honda Civic.
No, it wasn't.
Oh
You
no,
had
you're right. I had
another BMW.
that other BMW. You're right, but
fucking lied.
yeah, you're right. But I bought a Honda Civic Cash probably like 5 or 6 years ago.
Here's the thing:
Really?
you buy a nice car, you think it's going to help
much
with anything. Nothing.
16K or something.
A nice car only helps you be comfortable in traffic. Like no girl is ever impressed by cars ever.
Good.
That's
don't think?
not true at all. What do you mean?
I don't know if I agree with
never
that.
Coming
big
from a
red
nigga who
van.
drives a nice Audi and a nigga who drives a Beamer, y'all cannot say that girls are not impressed.
I got an A5. Girls might as well like you might as well be like a
Like a-
A3.
or it might as well be. You think it might as well be like
It's
a
just-
Camry?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not. Maybe not.
I
wouldn't
think
e-
girls can smell money in general. Like even if they don't know
I'm just
how
saying, if
much
you're gonna
Gucci
buy a
shoes
nice
cost,
car-
if you have Gucci shoes on, there's a little thing in their brain that's like, He's got some money.
I think a girl would rather have you have like a comfortable apartment than a nice car.
I think if you
that's a good-
if you
I
just
agree
look
with that.
put together,
my apartment sucks.
Oh, I like your apartment.
well, that's why you got a girlfriend now. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he never even goes to his own apartment with his girlfriend because she's got a super nice mansion she lives in or something, right?
Oh, you're fucking
Fancy,
winning, bro.
Yeah. Any rich girlfriend.
You should wear your girlfriend on your sweater instead of this fucking old crusty white lady. Oh no, sorry, yo.
No, get like a screen print of your girlfriend's face over her head.
That's true love.
Shout out Cuff Boy's mom. You
Shout out
know,
Cuff Boy's mom.
Danielle Bergoli, aka Bad Baby, she was showing mad love to Cuff Boys on the interview, which I thought was kind of bizarre and great.
Yo, do you feel like Cuff Boys is on the come up? No Jumper's dead.
Yes,
think
no,
li-
but I think he's on the come up.
You think Lyrical Lemonade is also taking your spot and also about
When they
to
do
take your-
interviews,
I mean, I'm glad that we do very different things, Lyrical Lemonade, because they are blowing up fast.
Yeah.
could you
crazy.
imagine Cole
Gotta watch
Bennett on a 1 hour interview rolling up?
Yo, Cole Bennett likes to get fucked up.
He loves to drink.
I love Cole Bennett.
He
man.
likes to drink. He's not crazy about smoking, but
He's a good dude. Good
You guys,
Cole
have
Bennett
Cole,
turns
you guys
up.
have Cole videos yet?
No,
Not yet.
he follows me on Twitter. Please, I want to make a video with you.
I've been trying to make a video with him
Just talk to
since,
me. I can
since
make
like
it happen.
Yeah,
I'm
because
the-
I've
I'm the
never.
co-connector.
I don't want to DM people and be like, "Yo, let's work," because I don't know how that shit works.
Cole shit is so exclusive now.
yeah, it used to be way like I feel like I was on the verge of almost getting it like a long time ago. It was just like, yo, let's
A
link.
rapper the other day was telling me that he offered him $40,000 to do a video. and he
he
didn't
said
even
no.
DM him back.
Exactly.
wow.
Because Cole is getting it in right now. Cole is literally making niggas careers right
Yeah,
now. You can't
I feel
really
like
put a
Juice
price
WRLD,
on that.
Like just like shot.
I didn't know who that nigga was until
Yeah, me
like
neither.
2 days ago.
Till the
And then
Cole video.
all of a
Yeah.
sudden, Cole video, Adam on his dick, all that niggas on his dick, pushing him in my face.
Did you see?
Whoa.
This is a hilarious meme that they made about Juice WRLD.
that song is actually really good though. I'm gonna come
But
clean.
you see, he did a video for Chance the Rapper's brother Tyler Bennett today too, which is
Taylor.
they're both Bennett's. Taylor, sorry, whoops. Look at
Shout
this.
out to
You see this
LGBT
meme?
community.
Cole and Adam selecting what rapper they wanted to make famous next. It's me and Cole Bennett making Juice WRLD out of
That's super
the machine at the arcade.
That's super funny.
That's the
I
thing.
laughed.
No,
but-
That's actually pretty funny.
No
yeah.
Jumper needs a internal video shooter guy.
I've been thinking about that lately.
Like directed by No Jumper, creative. You
Yes.
know,
Thought about that, but most of the rappers or most of the videographers that I can think of who would be logical
wanna do their own
choices,
Busy already.
they're already super busy. It would be cool from like a branding standpoint, but I would like to figure something out like that. But the thing with Cole, you know, I'm kind of mystified by how fucking fast he's blown up. But I will say that one of the big parts is like watching the evolution of his videos because the style that he had a year ago is a style that is like everybody's doing it and he's on some new shit. You watch that Juice WRLD video, he's just on a totally new wave, you know?
yeah.
But like he had the star quality ever since he fucking that first video I ever seen of his was the Warhol Speed Racer video.
Oh, yeah,
Racer,
Speed
yeah.
And I was
Right,
just
there you
like,
go.
I was like, this is the best video of the year, and like, no disrespect, but just like his videos have gotten so much better since then that it's just like he really put the man hours in to get where he's at now, you know?
And if you think about it, it's pretty crazy because me and Cole are both sort of similar where think about it. Cole blew up a lot of rappers. He blew up Pump. He blew up Dex.
You guys are
You
both
don't
white.
see him race. Well, very good point. But he's kind of like inoffensive as opposed to myself. I'm kind of fucked up.
Yeah, Cole
but
just keeps his Birkenstocks on. Adam's got a grill now.
the Birkenstocks are a very big thing branding wise, I think, for him. But you know, think about it. Like he's not like rushing to go like, oh, I need another Pump video. I need another Dex video. Whatever. He's like, I'm gonna get all the young new
I'm gonna
dudes.
find this random dude out of a video game machine.
And it's funny because people think that me and him like collaborated on making Juice WRLD hot. Like Juice WRLD was like every single person in the music industry in terms of like A&Rs and stuff were like obsessing over Juice WRLD, even though he only had like 50,000 plays on most of his shit. Cole came here one day and I said like, yo, like you fuck with this Juice WRLD shit yet? He's like, oh yeah, I'm doing his video next week. I'm like, oh, it's over.
it's
I'm
over.
like, I'm
They're
doing his
looking at
interview
the
next
machine
week too.
together,
So
like,
that's the day when Zan came here too, and he came.
possibly, yeah. But I mean, it's just kind of like me and Cole, like we're both like privy to a lot of the same information, so it kind of makes sense that we both ended up on that. But I don't know, it's pretty crazy because he just is in a position now where he's a huge tastemaker with so much power.
Here's
It's
the
like,
thing,
what is he
though.
going to do with it exactly?
But okay, so I don't know where Cole gets his info from, but I remember like a year and a half ago, it was like you're like, you know who I like learned about everything from? Ned.
Me.
Is it still Ned?
For a lot of people, probably like Ned is very privy to like what's going on in the underground, especially in like the
Sure.
LA, the sort of GBC type scene.
Nah, not even because he showed me like you know that guy Valley.
Ballet.
Valet. Ned showed me Valet first. Ned showed me like he's just like a music guru in general. Like he's up on whatever rap is like.
Now that I'm kind of like deeper into the music industry, though, I
Yeah,
like
exactly.
the people that I really like relate to. Like I'm sitting there having a conversation with Dante Ross, who I looked up to forever. We know about all the same shit because we're just paying attention to the underground shit. It's like if a dude is even at like 20, 30, 40,000 followers, like there's a pretty good chance that most of the A&R dudes that I know have at least checked them out.
That's their job.
So then, you know, or you know,
hit me up, HMU. I need a deal.
You want a deal?
I'm trying to get my mom off Doty
Dude,
Block.
You honestly
deals
are gonna
fucking
get.
suck.
I know,
All they
I'm
do is
joking.
just push your shit back. It's stress.
You got
you
a deal?
sign anything?
One deal, one small deal.
Was it a management type thing or a
No,
label
it's,
thing?
with Atlantic.
Like
So
a
it's one song deal.
distribution shit?
No, for a song for Underpress.
Really?
fire.
It's gonna come back out like the 23rd, hopefully.
Really, a re-release?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very
Did you
interesting.
redo the video? You should.
Yeah, it's gonna get re-edited and shit.
That video was fire as fuck though.
You ever
No,
talk to
but-
Frank Ocean?
No, I still haven't talked to him. I
put
talked
you
to
on.
Vegan now. So
You guys
that's
are best friends now.
That should. I wish.
Should get him on a remix.
That was like the biggest co-sign I ever got.
Wait,
and like
Ro-
changed my life.
Wait, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah,
You put him on his playlist.
he was
Yeah, I
on,
was
like,
on
Blonded
Blonded 3,
Radio.
and then like changed my whole
Oh
shit.
my god,
That's like huge, yeah.
that's crazy.
How many viewers we got, Chris?
Chris Longers.
1,900. That's pretty good.
I was laughing yesterday because
Pretty good.
Dankwan walked in live streaming, and you had 1,000 here with Joe Urban, and Dankwan had 2,000. on his
Did you
live
really?
stream. Yeah.
No, like,
IRL
totally.
live streamers, man.
People give me
Okay.
shit about that, about us not having like crazy live streaming numbers. But the thing is like those dudes who walk around and do the IRL live streaming, like that's the key
That's
to
a
like,
spectacle, yeah.
yeah. But I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it's like me sitting here listening to music and shit is like way more profitable. So
Yeah, but I'm saying there's a couple of things at No Jumper I'm looking for to expand the business, the empire. One, we need the video
me in.
director. There's gonna be a million replies to this, by the way, of video.
Video editor.
And then two, like Hakeem, or no, he doesn't want to do it, but I forgot. Like somebody to be like constantly live streaming in and around the store because there's so many interesting people that just keep pouring in.
Well,
But
that's a
not
very
25
interesting
not
idea, though.
24/7 though. Sometimes it's kind of dead in here.
No, yeah, 2 p.m.
Sometimes.
You live stream like 2 p.m. till 8 p.m.
When
You
the
walk
kids
up
get
and
off
down
of school.
Melrose.
think about somebody like Ice Poseidon. He goes and marches around town for 5 or 6 hours every day, and then that's his content. But it would be very interesting to see somebody doing that live here.
Yeah.
Although it also makes you wonder like about all the fuck shit that would happen as a result. Because Ice Poseidon's constantly
Oh,
Is he the one that got hit by a car?
no, that's Brandon Hampton.
Hampton, Brandon.
Oh, that
Brandon.
fucking
Who's
dude,
like
the white
permanently
dude. Yeah, you know
banned
who
from
that was.
streaming.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yo,
God.
is that the white dude that came here? That you got into it with? It's not the same white dude, is
No,
it?
that's Austin Augie.
I thought that was the same white dude. That got hit
Fuck
by
you,
the-
All these
Austin
guys-
Augie.
Fuck you, bro.
All these guys have two first names:
Yeah.
Austin Augie, Hampton Brandon.
And they're all white.
No, but Hampton Brandon got like permanently banned because he sucked his girlfriend's toes on live, I heard. Which, by the way,
Whoa,
House Phone did that on my live stream once and nothing happened. Thank God. I was about to be
You know how we rock it.
we sucking toes.
Sucking toes.
All right, everybody here. When's the last time you sucked a toe?
She got crusty toes, but I still suck her feet. Juice out now on motherfucking SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, all that shit.
That's kind of your brand, is like saying something disgusting in the middle of the song.
I
Yo,
think-
yeah, your new video has the outro. Is that the next video? Like, is that a
Yes.
clip from it?
Yeah, and that and
Brilliant.
I
That's
said that
brilliant marketing.
I said that crusty toes line in that song.
Brilliant.
So let's
Love
go.
it.
Wow.
Run it up.
Ka5sh is a big part of why I believe that Frank Ocean is aware of No Jumper and is like a low key fan. Because when
Let's hear
I'm
this story.
Depressed came out, like, you know, Ka5sh was like much smaller, lesser known than he is now. This is a long time ago. It was like probably almost a year ago. Immediately it's on the Frank Ocean playlist. I'm like, that's crazy. Then Frank Ocean does a song called Biking. Who's he hit up? Me. Not me, but his management people hit me up to
get a bike?
oh, we want to get some BMX riders to be in this video. I ended up sending them pictures of Hesh, Began, Connor, everybody I knew.
I hash first person.
Hesh is a good looking kid, especially with the dreads. I just
Yeah,
thought he
he's
was
modeled
very like
before.
on brand for
That's
probably.
I was just like, Hex BMXer, but go ahead.
I mean, forgive me if I'm going a little too Joe Urban, but I assume that Frank Ocean might like the look of Hesh. You know?
no Joe Urban, but
No Joe Urban,
No
but
Joe you, but-
thought he might like the cute black kid with dreads. Sorry, but Nate ended up actually doing it.
what?
Yeah.
He's in that video?
I mean, you can barely see him, but the cover art is like a guy doing a
Yeah,
wheelie in
with the
some
Gucci
Gucci shoes.
shoes.
That's Nate.
No way. In
All
the
facts.
jeans?
Yeah.
Yo, Nate, come here right now. I'm going to give you a hand job right now.
Yo, you want to know the amazing thing about that too is that at the end of it, Frank, I guess it was only like 3 people around. It was like him, it was Frank, his really good friends, and then Nate Richter, which is hilarious to me. I've known Nate forever. And then at the end, Frank's like, here, you want these Gucci shoes? You can have them.
No way.
And then Nate starts getting hit up by one of Frank's friends afterwards to be like, yo, like, we need those Gucci shoes back. Nate's like, nah, I already sold those to Buffalo Exchange or some
Holy
shit.
shit,
No, he
flipped
sold
them
them
instantly?
Craigslist. He sold them for $400 right away. I mean, Nate's not
He should have
rich or
said
anything.
Frank
so.
Ocean.
Yeah, dude, he could have
artwork,
tripled
Gucci
that.
shoes.
Yeah.
That's real. Hold on to those for a
wait
little while.
till
Put
the
them on
Frank
eBay.
Ocean shoes-
touch these shoes.
Frank Ocean
Yeah.
sweat
Yeah.
still on Frank Ocean DNA still in these Gucci shoes.
Yes.
He could have fucking milked
That's
that.
for
And then
Yeah,
also
yeah.
recently, somebody told me they saw Frank Ocean's walk by the store on Melrose, and perhaps spend a little bit extra time out front,
like
peering
looking
around, being interested.
Frank
So,
Ocean, if you know who any of us are, DM us. Please.
He knows Ka5sh, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
this is what I
Him and
want.
Ka5sh
If Frank
are
Ocean is
personal
watching
best
this, I want him to hit me up. Me and Ka5sh, House Phone, Robesman, whoever, we'll roll through. We'll all sign NDAs, so we won't be able to put it on Snapchat. And then we'll just kick it,
I'll literally
play you
burn
some
my iPhone.
tunes.
I'll burn my iPhone.
I'll take my iPhone, throw it in a swamp, go get it on the way back.
Just take
Vegan,
Ka5sh on
if you're
tour.
watching this, set this up.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking
We got a lot
about.
of respect for you.
Honestly, bro, wow. Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
Is
That's
Frank on Atlantic?
I do not know.
Frank is
I,
Frank.
I feel
Bad
like
Baby
he's
is.
not. Did he not get out of his record label?
Are you off your? Are you
at
are you
Def
out of your
Jam,
deal now?
What? No, I.
Oh, no, it's coming
I
out.
just signed it. Yeah.
I don't know a
Nice.
lot about how single deals work, so I'm very interested in
right.
that.
They just give you an advance for
How much did they give you?
I can't. I don't want to.
Where's the new
If
chain?
it's more than 30
Where's the
racks.
new
No,
chain?
I'm not.
twice.
I'm not. Last time I got a big check,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
irresponsible.
You did some
as fuck.
nigger shit?
Yeah. I bought a whole bunch of grills. I bought
A whole bunch of
yeah.
girls? Not even just one?
No, I've bought multiple grills. I have shark teeth coming on
Fire.
the way, and that was
Fire.
the stupidest shit I've ever done in my life. So now,
How much was the
I
grill?
love that you got the grill
Oh,
before you got your teeth fixed.
Yeah, no,
That's
I'm
what
not-
all
I'm
rappers
keeping
do.
the
What do you
gap.
mean?
Yeah,
I'm keeping
keep
the
the
gap.
gap,
hard.
dude.
I fuck with
Mine
the
like
gap,
that.
yeah.
Bro, every rapper
That's the
does
London
that.
look.
They buy grills instead of getting their
Oh,
fucking
it might.
teeth fixed.
It's the London
When I
look.
first got my grill, it was like hurting when I put
like
it on,
this
but
tight,
I
huh?
keep taking it on and off, and it
Yeah,
keeps
and then
stop
you-
hurting
yeah,
less and
you,
less.
like adjust to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's
Lil
like-
Nartz told me you can kind of like bend it a little bit
Just
too
a
and make
little
it feel
bit, just
better.
a
Yeah.
little bit, you know? Yeah, I love how you getting grill advice from your other rapper friends. This is amazing.
Oh, I love it too.
Adam, you've came a long way, bro. I'm really proud of you, man.
Appreciate that, bro.
Honestly,
Thank you, man.
I've seen
I
you.
feel like we've all grown.
Honestly,
since,
man.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been a long. It's been a long and
I
weird
was
journey.
I was really scared for Roseman's hairline,
Long
but it's still
strange
intact.
trip.
It's still there.
That is still there. That's
It's
amazing.
hanging on, but you know.
Do you see yourself? Say your hairline were to recede like another full like 2 inches. Are you gonna just go full Adam22, or are you gonna
No,
keep
you know
rocking
they
it?
shave that shit, right?
Shouldn't I just go mohawk? Because it's this part is hanging out.
You got the widow's peak, yeah.
You should just go straight. You should go
Chuck
Vegeta.
Liddell. Chuck
You
Liddell.
should Vegeta it and just like grow up the back part of it and just fucking.
Yo, remember the mohawk that everybody had for a while, like Diddy, and like the center like mohawk that was like kind of low cut. You could bring that back.
The
that
nigger
back.
hawk.
I like how you're just flexing your N-word pass over here.
I'm going so Joe you right now.
Just Joe, you.
I was gonna say Ka5sh because like whoever's on Atlantic, that we gotta. I want to start calling the label on your behalf. Be like, I need a session with this guy, this guy, this
Bro,
guy.
I need somebody on a Tokyo Goons remix. I need Rich the Kid.
Oh, I
Tokyo
love this
Goons
idea.
If you never, I mean, I think the best part of signing to a label is like walking into the actual label offices and causing a scene.
Oh, I should try
Throwing
that.
Jumping
shit
on the
around.
table.
Yeah.
Like, I'm important now.
And they would probably actually like that. They'd be like, "Oh, this is great content."
yeah. Okay.
Or they might be like, look at this fucking nigger.
Yeah, this big pink nigger. That's my new album.
Yo, big yo. and then have it blurred out.
Yeah.
Big pink.
Yes.
What
big
about
pink
N-word
nigger.
lion bastard? Well, somebody's got to do something with that. Yo, you should sample it for a song right away. That would be so viral.
Tomorrow.
It's just going to cause more attention to be drawn to my like bad ability
Your
to.
incompetence. to
Yeah,
handle
my
racism.
incompetence for the
feel
race
like-
that I'm
I
trying
feel
to
like
partake
EDM
in.
was really on
art
that
with.
wave for a while. Like whenever a meme would come out,
Yeah,
the
the
Oh,
sample,
yeah.
trap
like-
remix would happen.
Yeah.
We need to bring the
The nigger lion bastard.
Trap remix featuring the chain smokers.
Oh my god! Anything the Chainsmokers are involved with is fire. Can I say something?
Yeah.
Chainsmokers are brilliant.
Guess who I realized follows me on
personal
Instagram
friends.
the other day?
Chainsmokers.
Macklemore.
Oh wow.
No way.
So let's make an official decision here. Like, do you think that I should interview Macklemore if I get the chance?
Yeah.
Of course.
Macklemore here. Rest
Yes.
here.
Macklemore
Oh, yeah,
has
no
had
rush.
such a crazy ride and so many weird turns and stuff, and like you got to talk to him
Yeah, it would be interesting.
because
That's for sure.
if you watch the video for Thrift Shop,
Amazing.
great video.
Great video. Great song.
He was
the
like-
world, the world turned on him.
Do you know
world
Il
turned on
Chris?
Yeah.
I know
Il Chris, the Asian kid who raps.
Shout out Il Chris.
He's in that video
He's
for
a
a second.
grown ass man. This nigga's not
Okay, he's not a kid. He's an adult. Yeah.
He's
a good guy. I like him.
Like 32. He's a good man.
He beat the fuck out of some people for us at the
Yes,
on the
he
little
did.
pump tour. He went 30.
He's the one that was
Grabbed the
kicking
railing
someone.
and yeah.
He was in the
It's
military
hard.
and
It's
shit.
hard, yeah.
Maybe he was served with Joe Yu. I don't know, but he was in the military. That's probably where he learned to do that.
Yo, rest in peace, Joe.
Yo, R.I.P. Joe Yu. Shout out Il Chris.
What if he died during this podcast?
From seeing this podcast.
Yes.
No, honestly though, what if the stress got to him and something bad happened to him? God, that would be weird.
Shit.
Yeah, it would be totally your fault, Adam.
I'm gonna have to just.
You would have to pay for his
I'm gonna
funeral.
have to be double down and just be like, "Fuck him." He said that.
Go to his
not
funeral,
that-
like
yeah,
big
double
sign. He said the N word. He said the N word.
Yeah,
Yo,
I can see it.
real woke shit.
that's going hard for the woke movement.
You know, I really still, even after the interview, I didn't really 100% know what to make of it. And I asked Lena, I'm like, hey, you think people are going to trip out over that? She goes, oh, yeah.
Like,
oh, yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, all right, yeah. Because, you know, just something about him being 68. I was like, how offensive was that? Like,
Honestly, I'm kind of glad that his true.
Yeah, his true
colors
self.
were shown
He was
because-
comfortable and just
Yeah,
like,
that's
Nigga
really
lying
what happened. He was just letting loose. bro.
keep in mind, it was like 40 minutes in when that happened, which is
Yeah,
like,
'cause I watched,
he
like-
did. He got really comfortable. And
I
that's
watched,
when
like,
it came
15
out.
minutes of it, I didn't hear anything. I turned it off.
Yeah. Good guy.
I was like,
I didn't watch any. I've never really been interested in that dude. So I didn't even.
That's how I've
should-
felt for
should
a
I
long
watch
time.
15 minutes of the interview. Is like, is it
No,
interesting?
I would just go straight to 38.
38 is what happens.
it was pretty boring.
I
That's
saw
why turned it
38. I
off.
saw 38.
It was weird because I mean it's weird interviewing a 68-year-old because you know
Oh,
he
let
doesn't seem like he remembers a lot of his life,
Yeah, you
and
were
I
forcing a lot-
understand that
You were
because
forcing
he's
a
old
lot
as
of the
fuck.
questions.
I
too.
felt like you were bored. That's what I remember watching. I
More
watched
confused.
like a couple minutes in the live when we were standing out front, and I was like, "Ooh, is Adam struggling through this one?" Because not all interviews are, you know, like talking to house phone.
What was that thing where he's talking about cake? And he was like, and then you start patting the cake, and then you start putting it in, and then patting the cake more. You know, you made a really weird face when he was talking about it.
I forget.
It's just probably that weird. You just had
Yeah,
to-
no, it was like something really weird where you just kept talking about, like, I couldn't understand what it was.
You know, it's one of the
just
best
looked
parts that nobody is really talking about is at the end he has his friend Cliff come over and he asks him like, Cliff, how much you spent on prostitutes? And Cliff was just like.
I didn't even make it to the end.
Cliff was like a fortune. Like he's just like talking about how he spent like an insane amount of money on prostitutes, and I'm like, this is weird. Like you don't have to talk
Why'd you
about
bring
this.
Cliff into this?
Yeah, I
Taking
mean,
him down
it's,
with
it's
him?
in the video.
Always spend money on
Speaking
sex
of-
workers.
Oh,
Support
honestly,
sex work.
support sex workers.
Shout out Cliff, I guess.
Yeah, shout
Shout
out
out
Cliff
Cliff.
for
Yo.
supporting sex work.
Shout out all the private snaps out there.
Yeah.
Shout out Cliff for not saying the N word as well.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's huge.
That's huge.
In this day and
Huge
age,
for the culture.
Like 1 minute, he just says,
Hey,
"I love hookers and saying the N word."
speaking of spending insane amounts of money, I've been fucking buying Jordans like.
Dude, you got to start investing in that shit. I made that mistake, and then I was broke, and then I was
Ka5sh, your
fucking
shoe game is
stressed
terrible.
out.
You've
I know.
never spent a lot of money on
I know.
shoes.
I don't
I love
spend
you,
money
though.
on clothes or shoes and shit. Now I'm just like spending it on all my IDs
See,
and
but
shit.
look, but the shoes that I've been buying, I have been like giving like shoes that will give me a turnaround eventually. Like I can like
You can resell them? Okay, that's a
But
smart
what if
investment.
you dog them out? You ain't reselling
I'm
them,
not
right?
gonna dog them out. Though. I never really dog them out unless they're like some fucking Vans or some shit.
Any shoes I throw on, they're getting dogged out more or less.
Yeah.
Shout out Jason Mark. That's why.
Are you still in that management deal?
Yeah. Oh no, I mean not like paperwork anymore, but like he helped me do everything, and he's
Awesome.
helped me get to this point.
I remember when you were signing
riding.
that, and I was like nervous.
Yeah, no, I'm riding with it, man.
Nice.
I feel like it's gonna work out because I just have someone who is knowledgeable of the music industry and has really good connections.
Respect to
and-
good management out there.
Yeah, honestly, like it's so hard to find, bro.
good management
Everyone,
or good management?
Good music.
no,
No, just like
regular good
like,
management.
regular.
like
yeah.
good people looking out for your
okay.
best interests. You know,
Yeah.
he like looks out for me in more ways than any fucking regular manager would have, and like he took me from the ground up and believed in me when I didn't even believe in myself.
Adam always believed in you.
Adam always believed
I was
in me.
50-50, but now I'm fully in. But that's just because I knew you as a guy.
I like that.
No,
I was-
exactly.
I
I always
didn't
believed him
know.
as a guy, and it's weird to see the music actually like getting like way better with House
just
Phone.
hit 1.2 million.
That's crazy.
Because in the beginning, I didn't necessarily know if I 100% believed in the music, but now in retrospect, I like am much better. I feel like my ear has gotten a lot more finely tuned
Also,
to
my
be able
music probably
to.
sucked a lot more than it is.
Maybe
sucked.
music
Yeah.
got really, really good.
Now I can recognize talent even when like the whole song isn't good. I can like be like, okay, he has a presence and a voice, and you know I can sort of like register they're the parts that are good, which is
I'm gonna come clean. I get real lazy on songs sometimes, and I'm really good at picking beats. And like I will just say some random like quirky shit or like some shit that will stick to your head.
Yeah.
But like I'm not really that catchy sometimes. So I know where I gotta work on it and shit like that. And I do appreciate just even being given an opportunity to even sit in front of this fucking mic and talk to any of y'all niggas and promote my dumbass music and whatever.
Oh,
So,
you're turning up. It's happening.
you.
I want to
Yeah,
know
that
what's up
deal's
with
coming.
Father.
oh, we got some fire shit coming. We got like
Not your father, the rapper father.
yeah, we got we got like 5 songs in the stash.
Oh, man.
He got his own album about to come out though. That's just fire.
I'm excited for that because I feel like Father had a huge amount of momentum at a certain point and kind of decided to fall back.
Is that really? Do we know the story? Like, did he want to chill for a second?
Well, I remember after Wrist blew up, he definitely had all the labels hitting him up, and he didn't go
sign.
for it. So
nice.
I mean, that alone shows that he's got a vision. But he also like there's a lot of like really talented artists that he's worked with, even the ones that haven't necessarily stayed with him and stuff.
Yeah, he helped build a lot of people
Like
up.
Danger Incorporate.
Tommy Genesis though.
Yeah.
She's super popping right now, huh? Or is she not? I don't know.
I don't even know. I'm just saying she's hot.
She just so hot. She just dropped the album, I think, and she was like naked on the cover, and like I was completely rock hard.
I'm here for that. I mean, I don't mean to
Also
like.
being a rock hard.
I don't mean to diminish her music
yeah,
or
of
anything.
course,
Her
yeah.
music's cool and everything, but God, she's a
Great lady.
looker. Jeez.
She looks really good.
So Father's got a new project and he's got a bunch of stuff with you.
Yeah, I don't know if like I know one of the songs is going to be on my new tape, Voicemails 2 coming soon. Gang. Yo, call in 310-973-1337. Leave voicemails on my actual house number. It might end up on the mixtape.
Is that still your mom's
Yes.
number? You're such a piece of
know.
shit. How does she react to this?
Well, all the voicemails are full now, so I got to go like record some and erase them off because people
How
would-
much does your phone ring?
a lot. If I'm never really at home, so like when I'm home, I hear it ring a lot, like a lot.
What do you want people to say to your mom?
Just leave. It's really to me. Not really. My mom doesn't even listen to it or even pay attention. Just
cool that
say,
you ruined your mom's home phone.
yeah, you know.
It's so unethical.
This is the story. Like,
you
this is the
doxed
artist story.
you're
like,
doxing your mother.
Honestly, I do a lot of fucked up stuff to my mom, but like I've been giving her a lot of money and paying our rent and shit. So
Nice. That's good.
That's lovely.
I've been taking care of my mom lately.
How do you feel about 21 Savage saying that he's no longer wearing jewelry? I was very interested in that because
He's like investing in shit and shit.
yeah, and I
Flex.
mean,
He
you
was
think
a
about the
flexaholic.
amount of money that these motherfuckers spend on jewelry. It's crazy. So it's kind of like, I don't know. It kind of makes me like, damn, I just got these diamond teeth, but I'm already kind of like, because people asked me the other day, like, yo, you got to get the AP. I'm like, I don't
you
know.
don't.
Why would I spend $20,000 on a watch when I don't even own a house yet?
Yeah.
Seems kind of silly.
And honestly, we all look at our phones for the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm
Oh, yeah.
not gonna fucking be like, oh, it's
A watch is so retarded because it's
like-
just like, oh, look, I have money. I'm wearing it on my wrist. You can tell.
go.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
come
I
take
like-
come take it from me if you
I
want.
like when like
Come and get me.
Kanye's phases with jewelry is like what I like to like watch the progression of like tiny
yeah.
little chain, huge chain, no chain, one thing. You know, there's
I
like
love Tiny Chain Kanye. That's my favorite. That's like what I aspire to be, is like a grown, classy man with just a little tiny chain.
one little thing,
Everything
one
you
thing.
do reads classy to me.
Thank you.
I was just kidding. No.
Okay, so AP or Rolex? Which one are you getting first?
I know
Or the
nothing
Rolls
about
Royce?
jewelry in any sense, so I have no opinion.
I just
Rolls
learned what
Royce.
the word bust down meant.
That just
One of
means
your-
you take a
one of your
regular watch
tooth
and
is
put
bust-
tons of
yeah.
diamonds in it, right? Yeah.
Both of your teeth are bust down.
Yeah.
I like that pink, whatever color pink that is.
It's like a little magenta.
that shit's
Yeah,
sexy
yeah,
as
yeah.
fuck.
Little magenta sprinkled
Yeah.
on.
Well, we,
Little
gotta
magenta.
get, we all got grills at the table except for Robesman.
Roseman, you
I
gotta get it.
can't.
You
Get
can't
the
do
fucking
it.
Roseman logo.
I'm 21 Savage, no jewelry.
There we go.
Now, see, now you have somebody to relate
Just
to.
hairy knuckles. No.
Hairy ass
A
knuckles.
lot of times when I hang out with Roseman, I end up thinking this is my whitest friend.
Yeah, that's
In like the
100%
best way
true.
possible.
No, there's
like,
nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
dude, you're like one of the greatest guys I know. The black John Mayer in the building, leather jeans on, too tight.
Suit jacketed up.
Suit jacket.
jacket.
I hate this new swag. I'm gonna come clean. Yo,
It's so adult contemporary, right?
It's like Neo right
Like
now.
it's like you were so confused in the fit, and then of course he got the wolf on his shirt because he's going hard for Xavier right now.
Oh my God.
He's going hard. He's repping.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna come clean. Hakeem posted like a long ass story the other day showing all his old pictures from college, and this nigga was the flyest nigga. I'm gonna come clean.
Rocking what? Bapesters or something?
Nah, it's just his fits with the deep V neck with the chain,
Oh,
with
wow.
the chain that hit right at the V. Oh, you know, with the fitted hat. His hair was much better.
Well, he had dreads back then.
Nah, it's when his hair was short.
Oh.
It was like short and like Didn't look like it was balding. It was
Yeah,
good.
Hakeem has like worn Ed Hardy since Ed Hardy came out.
And just stayed
just
with it.
rode every wave of it.
Honestly, the black John Mayer really grew on me.
He's
man.
anytime we're on Melrose, which we're always on Melrose, he's like, "Oh, we gotta go to Von Dutch." He knows the girl that works at this front of Von Dutch.
Because
He's
it's
always
right
talking
next door to where he's all
But
day
is
at
he
Xavier
piping
shit.
the girl from Von Dutch? That's the
Yeah,
question.
no, he ain't piping shit. He said that it would be a good year if he gets head twice.
He told me
No,
he
no,
fucked,
good summer, good
he told me he fucked.
Good summer.
He told me he fucked one girl on tour. I was like so sad.
The whole country and only
The
one girl
whole
is down.
country.
Yeah, but you rolling around with Xavier Wolf and he's taking all the
Taking all
pussy
the
and
bitches.
stuff.
I sent some bitches to him.
He's
and they were disgusted.
He's taking the
and mortified by his
threesome.
presence.
Yeah, Xavier's having a threesome in the other room. Hakeem's sitting there playing 2K.
He's smoking with Morgan.
We're just roasting him. He doesn't even have a mic.
My name
Oh, he looks
Jeff.
actually sad.
I thought
My
the
name Jeff.
funniest shit was when he was with these two Asian girls that we met together, and he goes, I told her I was all state. She goes, oh, you mean like the insurance company with the black guy with the funny voice? Because he was Allstate Football or whatever the
It's
fuck that
no way that she really thought, what?
No, I think she really.
I believe
That
it.
is the
I met
best
those girls.
thing.
They
I
were
saw
pretty trapped.
Hakeem's Allstate highlight reel.
I saw your Allstate commercial too.
It's like on YouTube, isn't it? What's your last name? Hakeem what? Hakeem Rowe.
I thought it was gonna be some long
Roe
ass
versus
like
Wade.
Elijah Wan, like a jumpy.
Have you seen Black Panther?
Bro, no.
This is why you're not my woke consultant. Ka5sh, what do you think of Black Panther?
Dog, I still haven't seen it either.
Oh my God,
I'm
Robesman,
straight
you
up-
saw it,
I'm
right?
straight up an Uncle Tom right now.
Wakanda forever.
Have you seen it?
Yeah,
Yeah, wow.
I thought we were all. Cam girl told me we were all going together.
I'm down to see it again.
I'll see it
Yeah.
again.
I
Cam
love-
told me we were all going together as a group.
I'm
got-
down. Let's plan it
I
out.
got the
Let's
movie
vlog it.
pass and I lost it and I found it again. And now I'm trying to see it.
Yeah, I got movie pass. We'll go to the Grove.
Hell yeah.
I saw it at the Grove.
go.
I saw it at 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Not that full.
That's like nigger time too.
There was like that was the day I got my grill,
Not
more or
supposed
less.
to- Wow.
And then there was like
went full.
4 black dudes that were like together, and they were all like dressed like
Pretty nice.
somewhat woke, I would
Oh,
say.
were
You
they
know,
wearing like African garb?
yeah, basically.
Oh, I thought you meant
They were
like,
wearing like they were dressed for
I
the
thought you meant they
occasion.
were wearing like
Holy
sweater
shit.
vests. or
And I was
something.
just thinking, I'm like, God, I hope that they don't notice this grill.
Slowly spit it out. Sorry.
I hope they don't notice this $10,000 diamond teeth in my mouth. That
Blood
if I even-
diamonds.
Sorry.
Sorry, I take that back.
Diamonds
That was not
are
funny.
forever.
Remember, that's when we all found out what blood
Terrible.
diamonds were.
I had no idea what a blood diamond was
Yeah.
until Kanye West.
And I
Kanye West
still
is the
fucking
ultimate
got
woke
diamonds
consultant.
in my mouth. I still forgot about that.
If Kanye West, he's the ultimate woke consultant, but he also did tweet in all caps, "Bill Cosby innocent."
So legendary. So
So he kind of goes.
legendary.
What if he genuinely didn't believe? Wow, this girl over here, her eyes are so beautiful. I got
Oh,
lost.
you're hypnotized.
yeah,
Anyway.
they're sparkling right
Yeah,
now.
honestly, like, it's like the way the light is hitting.
Yeah.
It's
Do
like,
Do you
wow.
consent to him staring into your eyes?
Wow,
She said, y'all can all stare into my eyes. Where are you from?
Texas.
Texas, beautiful.
Texas.
My opinion of her just changed so dramatically. Now we know that she's a traditional, middle of the country, red state
white
American.
nationalist.
This is her second week in LA.
Oh, welcome.
Whoa,
Yeah, yeah.
how'd you meet her?
I met her
Twitter.
through Twitter. Yeah. No, wait, no.
Beautiful.
Instagram.
I love
Instagram,
Ka5sh.
Instagram.
Ka5sh is like the king of like platonically, consensually meeting really cool girls and just befriending them and just being a good guy.
Yeah,
Ka5sh
that is
is a good
nice. I
dude.
wonder what that's like.
Cash is here to level us all up. I feel like.
Honestly, Robesman, I think that's what I feel like I need to consult like my life decisions with you more.
You gotta just make a lot of mistakes and then just keep trying to like learn from them, and then eventually you find a girl like who will tolerate you.
I'm trying to just keep winning W's. I'm not trying to get no losses, man.
No, dude, if you don't
No.
make mistakes, you're never gonna learn.
Yeah, L's are good just because you can, learn from
There's no
it,
such
yeah.
thing as an L because it's a lesson.
Yeah, a lesson.
oh.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking about though is like when I was younger, all the times that I like really liked a girl, I would start to act in a way that was like fundamentally different than my usual game, and that would somehow fuck it up.
Of course, because they can smell it.
Because you like her so much, you're like,
You start doing weird shit. You start not trying to kiss her, like when you want to
Swear to
kiss
God.
her, and just
And then
things
she
get
don't like her,
discombobulated.
and
That's
then
what happened to me when you fucked my bitch that one time. I didn't make the
Shout out
move.
Liz. Shout out Liz.
Yo, chill. Hey, I was just let me
Yeah,
tell a
Liz
story.
is
I
so
love Liz.
often brought up on this.
I miss you, Liz.
God, I miss her too. She tweeted at me today.
It was cool as hell,
Wow,
man.
she's so thirsty still.
It was like she wanted the Joe Rogan interview to happen.
I hate her so much.
Dude, because
Liz
she broke
was
her
here
heart.
yesterday.
Bro, okay, look, I was hanging out with her the other day, right? And like her friends were in town.
Love you, Liz.
I was hanging out with her the other day. Her friends were in town, and like she was being a good hostess, so like letting her friends sleep on the bed. So she was like, "Oh, like sleep on the hardwood floor with me," and she like puts her ass on me, and I'm just like, on Twitter, like, why am I with this bitch who like doesn't want me at all on a hardwood floor? I'm not about to get like it's 2018. There's no such thing as friends anymore.
So you gave up on her falling in love with you,
bro. Look. I can't even expose her
you still
business.
hold out for it?
Nah, I can't expose her business like that. I'm gonna tell you later. But it's
She got a boyfriend that you're gonna kill?
No, these bitches always want to come back to the nice guy when some bad shit happens. That's all. That's fucked up. And I'm not going for it because you know what? I respect myself. I'm worth more than that, and I'm not some fucking rebound.
Yep. Fuck you, Liz. You ain't shit. Respect house phone. Give him some top.
Fuck you.
You're a whore.
Liz, I still like you as a friend. I think you're great.
I think she's a great friend, but I just like stay away from her.
I would totally forbid like talking about a civilian in such a way, but she's been talked about so many times on here that it's just like a reoccurring theme.
I feel like the new No Jumper fans have no idea what the fuck we're talking about, and I'm glad.
No, here's the thing. What Adam was saying at the very beginning of this conversation is basically like when you're like 18 to 24.
Don't ever fall in love.
Oh my god, you have so much testosterone and shit, and you don't know like how to like try to talk to the girl you actually like. You do dumb shit, you say dumb shit, you get in crazy fights all the time, and then like you just have to have all this weird shit happen and realize, oh wait, I shouldn't go for that kind of girl.
Yep.
Or this kind of girl's gonna fuck me over, or I'm actually, why am I with this girl if I'm cheating or whatever it is, you know? And then eventually you calm. You hit 30, your hair starts to fall out, your testosterone drops. You're like, yeah.
But then like, how do you like everybody doesn't have this like Adam life story where like you become an old ball fucker, but then you get the hot girlfriend. what do you do when you have that opportunity in front of you? You got to seize it. You got to hold on to it sometimes. You know.
Well, you can't
force.
You got to understand. People in their 20s treat each other badly. I just think in general, there's too much like
they hurt each other more than they would when they get older.
Yeah, and then like just biology kind of kicks in the 30s, and I feel like girls are like looking to settle down more, and so are guys. And
I'm definitely trying to use a bitch for all she got 2018.
That's why I sometimes feel really bad for dudes who get like, and I know I shouldn't feel bad for the dudes or whatever, but when you see dudes getting called out for stuff that is, you know, it's not rape, it's not physical abuse, it's like they're in their early 20s, their late teens and shit. It's like that's like kind of the time period where you have to fuck up and like make mistakes. And like, yeah, of course, we'd love to live in a world where nobody ever fucks up, at least, you know, but I mean, sometimes I feel bad for dudes who get called out for stuff that is kind of like part of that learning process.
Be hella careful, like if you're a young dude and you're like going out and whatever, you just can't be like, you can't let that testosterone and aggression or whatever, you know.
Like, I want to fuck.
But you tweeted one time, you're like, I beat off before I go out.
That's literally the smartest move because you don't make like horny ass decisions.
Or you just have that real self control and you just like you think about like, do I want to go the extra mile or do I just go home and beat off?
Dude, yeah.
And like as I'm getting older, I'm like, dude, I would just go home and beat off than rather spend that $60 Uber.
Just traveling, busting missions the fuck because you're
bust
horny,
that mission at 2 a.m. or just because like after you rub one out by yourself at home, you're like,
this is stupid.
I'm so glad I didn't do that.
Yeah. I almost just drove 45 minutes to like maybe get a hand job.
Yeah. Bro, I had this girl pick me up and drive me to San Bernardino to not let me fuck and to only give me a dry hand job.
Fuck.
Did you think about? Were you ready to risk it all?
And then you got me fucked up. And then I had to spend the night, and then I had to drive in back in the morning to her job with her, wait for her to like get. I don't know, just. It was all this long ass process.
Keep in mind, when I was on tour with you, you literally stayed in San Francisco to get some pussy.
Some pussy that you had already fucked the night before.
Gang shit.
No.
No.
The girl lied to me and told me she was a virgin.
Told me that too.
And then I FaceTimed.
You know what's crazy? We've had this exact same conversation when I was on the podcast the last time this happened.
Really? Oh, yeah. But we're so proud of the fact that we both fucked this girl together.
That's crazy. There's something about this magical mix.
This exact same thing
like
just happened.
10 years apart, yeah.
So who was the last girl you dated?
The girl that I bought this necklace for, and then I took it back. I was
wow. Took it back. Yeah.
And
I
you
like
guys,
that.
I ain't buying no thotty.
Does it say her name on it or something?
It's like her. She's a graphic designer. It's like her graphic design logo.
Wow, I love it.
Yeah, but I got it. I took it back.
Let me throw this out there. Did you see? Remember when we did the interview with Jack Wagner, and he was talking about how there's what's her name, Pamela Geller, who's like a racist, basically. She's just like a public person who like talks shit about Muslims all the time and all this shit.
She was the mom of those two meme accounts.
And her daughters basically all run these huge meme accounts.
Jobs,
and Jack Wagner called them out just sort of randomly when we did a podcast with him. And that was kind of weird because none of us knew who Pamela Geller was at the time. Now I know. But that just recently there was a big ass article about the whole thing. And it's kind of weird because that's the question is like, do these girls who apparently do not hold any of their mother's beliefs or anything, do they deserve to be called out? Like if your dad was in the Klan, does that deserve to be exposed at some point?
Robesman, is your dad a Klan member?
My dad's a Polish immigrant.
Okay. Oh wait, yeah, Bob Belinda.
Gone bad.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Your dad's from Yorba
I
Linda.
once pretended to be Robesman's dad. Oh
Yo, I just thought that was very
funny,
interesting.
but I was just like, my
Yeah.
dad seems to be very confused.
But I don't know. I just thought it was interesting that finally came to
question
light.
is like, are you going to be held accountable for the sins of your parents in general?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Because I hate all the Trump's kids. So, but also,
But they're all kind of in on it.
They embody it.
true.
Like, what if
But
Trump
like a
kids
baby
got-
though, like I would kick that baby. He has no idea
Yeah.
what he's doing.
Baron Trump, you'd kick him in the teeth.
Yeah,
I would
I
definitely.
would
I
fight
would
Barron
boot
Trump.
that
I
fucking.
would kick Baron Trump before I kick the cup. That was Dub always says
I
that.
kick the
That's a
Secret
hard
Service
question.
before I kick the cup.
It's a weird
if
question,
somebody
right?
I know, dad is in the Klan, but they're not, and they're not racist. Can I still fuck with them?
I try to judge everybody individually and
Yeah,
not like
yeah.
let a group
But then-
decide what I think. But
then
it's
look,
hard.
But then, like at a certain point, you're gonna like. If you're like cool with that person, and then you're gonna just be like, oh yeah, fuck your dad.
Yeah.
Like eventually they're gonna be like, they're gonna get upset. Like, yo, I know my dad's a racist piece of shit, but you can't just say like, fuck my
No,
dad.
then I can't.
If my
fuck with that
dad was
person.
like an outspoken public racist, at some point, and I mean, it's different for me than these meme girls because I'm like specifically involved in black culture. But I mean, definitely, I would come out at some point and say, "Look, this is what my dad does. I'm sorry.
But,
Like, I
okay,
didn't end up like him."
The meme girls thing, like
Who are these meme girls?
Girl with no job, and I can't remember what the other.
your
girl-
sister or something.
They're
But
pretty-
the thing
they're
about
pretty
that,
big.
Jack
Popular meme
spoke
girls.
on it, and there was something about it, and then it was like people found tweets of the girl saying some
Oh.
But not
How old are
anything
they?
that crazy. It was tweets about like saying "fuck ISIS" and shit like that,
that's
which
fire.
kind of showed that they were like sort of on their
Not
mom's
racist.
wavelength.
Yeah,
But
but that's like not racist though. To say
shit. No,
fuck
it wasn't
ISIS.
fuck ISIS. It was like if I take a cab in New York, I feel like I'm funding
Yeah,
terrorism.
you feel like you're funding.
think
that's kinda funny.
It
That's
was
not the girl.
anti-Muslim shit.
I'm not gonna lie, that's hella funny.
But my
kinda
rule:
funny, yeah.
how old were the tweets, and then when did the tweets?
and how old are these girls now?
Yeah,
close
because
to
I
9/11?
always I created
Close to
this rule
9/11.
Oh shit!
Nigga, Twitter wasn't around in 9/11.
that's a good
Yeah, it
point.
was.
No,
because I can't
2001.
I can't judge people by their old tweets in like
It
2014.
came out like 8 years after that, or like,
like,
6 years.
I was-
after
You meant
that,
like
yeah.
by September, like close to September? Or did you mean like
You're Joe Urbaning me.
No, but they are going out of their way.
22ing me.
I found it interesting that the girls were like really going out of their way to hide who their mom was. Like they all posted pictures on this balcony on Christmas or whatever, and even the mom,
Blurred
the
the
racist
mom
mother, she posted a photo on the same balcony, but
Here's the-
nobody tagged them.
Here's the thing about
you know.
like whatever this shit is that like nobody really gives a shit. Like they're gonna still have their meme accounts and they're gonna still do whatever they do, and they said sorry, and then it just blows up.
sorry,
It-
my mom's a racist?
That's not, I don't see that controversy going that far because at the end of the day, like, what are you going to do? I mean,
I don't see Hakeem walking that far with these tight ass leather jeans on.
you got to wear those things. And he probably wore those the whole tour. Black John Mayer.
Like
he just
John
said
Mayer.
he did.
Hey, by the way, I still Robesman is an intern. He's now House Phone's intern.
Oh damn!
Who was it?
It was just this kid on
tweets
Twitter
were from
named
2012.
Robesman's intern.
2012.
Yeah,
Adam's
I
Pizza Order.
What's the rule?
Yo, shout out
The
to
rules you can't call out tweets from 2012 because everyone liked our
everyone
future
was
thing.
probably about it.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone liked Odd Future.
Rape a pregnant bitch and tell my friends I had a threesome.
That, like,
Who said that?
Tyler the
Tyler,
Creator.
Yeah. So
He's
Almost
like
forgot
the
about that
woke
one.
king now.
yeah.
Nah, not
He's
really.
banned from Australia for saying
Someone
faggot and shit.
made a Venn diagram and it was like angry, gay, depressed, and he was in the middle, and then there was a whole bunch of artists around there.
Yeah.
I can forgive Tyler for having an offensive sense of humor when he was
Honestly,
18.
though, too, if you ever met Tyler or like even been around him at all, like you kind of just get him as a whole and just like
If you ever hung out with
Name
young
drop?
boys and you know that young boys joke about gay shit all the time, and that's like, it always seemed kind of obvious to me that that's what he was doing, and I get it. He gets big and famous. It's like, then it is weird
Dude,
because
I went to a Catholic high school full of white people. It was
Oh,
like
yeah.
horrible.
it's
environment.
one big gay joke your whole life.
Tyler's one big white gay dude in a black man's body.
Yeah. I don't know. Rape a pregnant bitch and tell them I had a threesome? Damn, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Bro,
Does everybody want to say it?
Earl Sweatshirt used to say some gnarly shit
Yeah.
too.
All of them did.
Yeah, he had a whole song about like stalking his bitch and like.
Did Frank
killing
Ocean
her.
ever say any crazy shit?
Nah.
No, he was always kind of the insurance policy, and that was the weird thing about it is that you had Sid and Frank Ocean, two of the more well-known LGBT
Shout out to the
people
LGBT,
in the
baby.
in the rap scene, and they were both in Odd Future as well. So like that, when he got banned from Australia, I'm like, I mean, if anybody seems to not really be homophobic, it seems like it's probably him.
I wonder how much that affects his global touring income, not being able to do Australia.
Well, I think the
Just throwing
ban was
that
only
out
for
there.
like a couple years. Like,
Oh, okay.
a
You
think it's
couple
still
years.
around? I don't
lifted
know.
I
it.
think so.
Did
Might be
Eminem
so.
ever get banned from anywhere?
Fuck no.
Probably China.
No.
He said way worse things than Tyler the Creator ever did.
But Tyler's
as a
black.
It was
whole
the
adult.
90s.
Yeah.
He's white, you know.
He's white.
Yeah.
He was like the biggest selling rapper
Joseph
of all time.
Urban's a big fan. That probably went a long way.
He was also like the biggest selling rapper of all
Wardell
time.
said something funny about Eminem where he was like, Eminem would be like, put your middle fingers in the air. And America's like, damn, this guy's a hard ass.
I know, because Eminem pioneered the whole thing of like your album's going to come out, so you make fun of Britney Spears and NSYNC, and everybody acts like you just said some crazy shit.
Well, 90s were so great, like economically, that everyone just had to like rage against something, and it was just like literally the air, you know?
It's like Will Smith got a curse in his raps to sell records. What I do, so fuck him and fuck you too.
Gnarly.
That was the most craziest diss line.
I was like,
Like,
You remember when he freestyled on BET and he's like,
bro, please reenact it right now, please.
Shit, I can't remember
that's
it.
an awfully hot coffee
That's an
pot.
awfully hot coffee pot. Should I drop it on Trump?
Probably not. Oh, that hurt, yeah.
No, honestly, when you reenacted that on Twitter, that was like one of your funniest Twitter highlights.
I always think about that, like, because to me, like, Eminem is somebody that maybe at some point, you know, I might interact with, meet him or something, and it's kind of like, sometimes I feel like making fun of him on Twitter because he's got some really cringy
You
lyrics.
everyone on Twitter at all times, and
It's
then worry
weird,
about
yeah.
the consequences.
I made fun of J. Cole, and he was
it-
still
it
cool.
would be like talking to
Made fun
a...
of Chanel West Coast and she was still chilled. She follows
With
me on
who?
Instagram.
I
now.
can't
She
believe
knows
that happened. That's so
That was
crazy.
huge. That
On
was
his birthday
huge.
party, she
That was
fucking
huge.
She was
showed up.
there. She was at fucking
She showed up
David-
personally for his birthday
at
party.
David
Little did
Buster's.
she know that you're one making all those memes.
Yeah, no, I told her.
And what'd she say?
She didn't understand what I was talking about at first, but now she follows me on IG, so she like
Shout
super
out West
knows.
I've
Coast.
seen her in public and completely felt like she was looking at me like, and it's funny because it's like all the memes that you made are like being applied to me. But I mean, I'm okay with that. That's
She was
fine.
on
yeah.
Young Money?
She said that she was, but that really doesn't mean a lot. in
And
my
also,
opinion.
like, was she ever really like signed paperwork? She could have just been hanging out with Lil Wayne.
she
Just
probably
like,
got the same contract
she-
Lil Wayne got. She just ain't complaining about it.
She got the gutta contract.
Oh my,
I
yo,
got her, nigga. Grocery bag.
Yo,
The best bar in the whole
I'm
world.
gonna come clean though. Like, gutta was fire. Like, don't even. We can't even.
I don't
speak
know
about it.
any other songs
Bro,
other
he
than him
like
saying
in
that.
the Young Money era, like when like Lil Wayne first put Young Money out, nigga,
bro,
Gutta was killing.
2008 or so, 2009. There was this girl in Texas, and I was like basically living with her because she had a house, and like I was hanging out with her, and I would
White
always
nationalist.
okay, thank you. We would fuck, and then I'd put on OJ Juice Man and Gucci and Lil Wayne from that era. That was what I was listening to. So you know, she basically was getting exposed to rap music, like real hardcore rap music, for like the first time through me. I don't see her for a year. I come back. What's she doing? She's listening to the new Gutta mixtape. I'm like, oh my god, I needed to stay here and continue to guide you. You started making bad decisions when I left.
You got Gutta fucked up.
I got her listening to Lil Wayne, and then all of a sudden she
That's
transitions
what
to
you-
Gutta. I'm like, you went the
got-
wrong direction.
Nah, you gotta.
Wait,
you gotta
okay,
like.
hold on. I
gotta
don't know what the
listen to
Gutta line is.
A not very good
And I
Lil
got her,
Wayne
nigga.
accomplice.
Grocery bag.
He was in Lil Wayne's group Young Money. And
Right. But you said, what was his deal?
He
That
was
was,
just.
that was the line.
He's
that
the
he
weed
said.
carrier.
No, you said you got the Gutta deal, like you got a really bad like label deal.
Oh yeah, just like he just like nobody
knows?
knows or
Okay.
cares.
I don't know if there was like a specific thing that got signed for like $10.
Oh, no.
Probably honestly.
Sounds right.
It sounds about right, honestly.
Yeah. Shout out Gutta though.
Try to
He's
sign a
probably a good
360
guy.
deal and get a chain and then just get
That's
shelved.
it.
Yeah, just get 100K and be
Hey,
like, all
Frank
right.
Ocean got shelved first go.
Oh yeah, but then he got out of that.
Yeah, of course. That's what
I've
I'm
had
saying.
conversations with like label dudes like who like have signed artists and given them $50,000 and like told me like no, straight up, like they went and
doing
spent
it.
the entire check on a chain like immediately.
On one chain.
See, that's the kind of shit I'd never want to do again.
No, that's a bad
I would
idea.
never do that, bro.
That's when you hear about that old school label shit where like they signed him just to shelve him because he was competition for this artist. And that
No
artist.
way.
I wonder how much that really happens because that sounds so
They used
gnarly.
to do that? That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit. I mean, like in the movie business, right? They'll option a movie. It means that like you can't sell it to anybody else, and then they'll sit on it like it's a script or whatever, and then they option it and option it. You just keep getting checks, so that's dope.
Oh, yeah.
They should do that with artists that they really want you
yeah,
to sit
for
around
sure.
not do anything. Like, yeah, give Ka5sh $100,000, he won't put another song. He's chilling.
But imagine that you like
But the fucked up thing about labels is that they tell you, yeah, no, it's coming out, it's coming.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, well, yeah,
They don't
no,
keep
no,
it
no.
the
real.
same company signed Trippie Redd and Tekashi. Imagine if they had been sort of scummy and they had said like, you know, we can kind of tell that this Tekashi guy's going to blow up, but really we want Trippie to blow up, so we're going to just put him on the shelf and not let him do shit.
Yeah,
I wish they did that.
they
Thank
tell,
you to my woke consultant over here.
Hey, Somebody signed me for a single deal. Tokyo Goons, hit me up. I'm signing it tomorrow.
You clear that sample?
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
Do you know how much money you can make if that gets 100 million Spotify streams?
God damn, nigga, that's a lot of streams.
$40. Yeah.
I'm like barely at a million.
I was kidding.
I'm like barely at a million. Calm down.
Okay, say we got 15, 20 minutes left here. What is it important that we cover? Number one, it's ironic that his name is Joseph Urban.
Yeah.
Let's throw that out
Is that
there.
his actual name?
I think so.
Oh wow.
I didn't even think about that.
I don't want to throw him under the bus. I still believe that we're going to get him on a program to sort of like make amends for what he's done to the community.
He has to come sit with the face of woke Twitter.
Yeah, he has to put black.
Dude, yeah, put me against him.
Ka5sh,
You know that thing
D-Ray,
about-
and Linda Sarsour, and
What was that
then
awkward
him.
thing Twitter did where they had people who broke up sit face to face?
Oh yeah, the Heartbreak Bay or whatever
The Heartbreak, whatever it
the
is.
fuck it
It's
was.
just like- it's
Cheat
like a
Bay.
really-
Cheat Bay.
It's really kind of
Never
emotional
seen that.
music,
Sounds
and he's
crazy.
got his
Yeah.
hands on his knees, and like Ka5sh is like,
Speaking of hands,
Go ahead,
Hakeem
man.
can't fit his hands into these leather pants right now. He's trying really hard.
His dick is just
So
his dick
tight.
imprint is
Yeah,
going
it's
crazy.
so tight.
Dick
"My
imprint
name's
on
Jeff.
30.
My pants, Jeff.
I think we covered a lot. Consent. Racism,
That's the most
Black
important thing.
Panther.
Like,
What else is going- Oh wait, can we talk about school shootings?
oh yeah, those are
shit.
bad. Those suck.
That's happening.
Has any happened in LA like in like recent memory?
Chris on screaming.
Okay, here's an. Hey, I want to actually. This is like, you got guns in your video.
Me?
I got a gun in my backpack.
I got a gun on my waist. What are you talking about?
Bow.
What?
NRA,
No, I'm not.
motherfucker.
No, I just don't know what to do about gun control. No,
It
yeah,
says a
yeah.
lot about
I just
America
like,
that.
no, yeah, it's like,
But
no, I'm
even
not
the
gonna-
even like
Yeah.
pretty far left people don't say that we should get rid of handguns. That's where America's at. Is that the conversation is about assault rifles?
Yeah.
Which
But, look,
I
that's
mean,
it.
to
Look.
me, I don't know what the fuck anybody needs an assault rifle for. I don't relate to it.
Well, look, let's keep it real though. Like, okay, yeah, but like bad people will do bad shit with guns regardless of what kind of gun it is, how easy or how hard it is to get. If you're just planning to do some bad shit with the gun, you're gonna find a way to do it.
So the idea is we either give everyone in the world guns or
No,
just
I
take
didn't
away
ever.
all
Nobody ever
guns.
said that though. See, that's too extremes though.
But there's
I
things
can't
that
think of like a medium where everyone is okay.
But I think there's
I don't
like
think
the
that
common
everyone-
sense thing is that it should be much harder to get a gun. That getting a gun should be more like getting a driver's license.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I got my fucking gun permit, Chris was whispering the answers to me. It was not a serious
way.
thing.
Really?
Nobody gives a fuck. They just want to sell you a gun. They don't care at all. And the NRA is putting
Shout out
pressure
Dick's
on it to
Sporting
like
Goods.
and it's kind of
could buy a
cool.
gun
I
from
think that
Dick's
Dick's Sporting
Sporting
Goods.
yeah, in North Carolina, it's so fucking easy to get a gun. Like,
Yeah.
you can just walk into Dick's and
But
just
how many times have you
get
been
one.
shot though?
But they raised the age to like 21, like themselves, because the government's not going to do it, which I thought was pretty cool. That these corporations are like being more responsible than.
Yeah, like you can like fuck it. You can't even like buy a backwood, but you can fucking go buy a 9mm.
I bought a
That's
40
insane.
caliber Desert Eagle at Olive Garden. Straight up.
No, you can
It's
buy
easy, it's
you can
America.
buy an assault rifle, but you can't buy a Four Loko. That's where we're
'cause
at.
you can buy an assault
An
rifle at a
assault
gun
rifle?
show and you don't have to pass any of the tests and shit.
Yeah, people are.
just go to a gun
There's
show?
always
Yeah,
that
right,
argument
just
of
buy
like,
one.
man, anyone can just jump in a car and run down some people, but I think they want that visceral
Yeah,
gun
they
feeling.
want.
you
Yeah,
know, they want
it
to be
feels
like.
feels like something to kill
And
people
we
with a
can't
gun.
lie. Like you watch, like literally, you hear all this gun control talk, and then I go watch a movie, and then it's everywhere, and it's just like
Or like my favorite rapper raps about a gun. I'm like, yeah.
Dude, one time you brought up the fact that you like mentioned like all rappers are like right wing pretty much, or have like a right wing
Conservative.
Yeah, conservative. Yeah, and it's true. Like
Don't
all
really
the
fuck with
fucking
gays.
guns-
They're really into guns.
All right rappers.
They're religious
Yes,
typically,
yeah,
or at
yeah,
least
yeah.
sort of religious.
Praying to God I get a brick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, think of to me, assault rifles got to go. I think because
yeah, get them out of here.
if you walk in, if I were to walk into a school with a handgun, realistically, I can maybe shoot like one or two people before
the
maybe I
chemistry
get
teacher
really
takes you
lucky.
out.
I hit 4 people. If you
Before
walk in there
Mr.
with a
Johnson
machine
in
gun, you could
chemistry
kill
class.
hundreds of people.
That's very true.
At least like a
But guess
dozen
what, though?
plus.
If you were planning on doing that anyway, making fucking assault rifles harder to get wouldn't stop that though.
I think it would.
I think it
'Cause
would.
I think
I
the
think it
kid.
How?
I think the kid.
Bro,
wouldn't
that kid that
have-
just fucking shot up Florida, niggas had been giving tips on him and throwing it in
But
everybody's
he
face.
went to the store and bought it like it was no big deal. He's 18 years old.
Yeah, so if it was harder for him to even get to that point, he probably wouldn't.
He might have still ran up in there with a couple of guns, but I mean, he probably
No,
would have
that's
killed
facts.
2 or 3
Yeah,
people
facts.
instead of 17. And I mean,
Yeah.
At least it's a step in the right direction.
No, that's real
Yeah,
shit.
because whenever you
I'm
have
definitely
the,
not. Well, go,
Oh, no, I was gonna say whenever you have the argument where like making it hard, you won't do anything. It's just like that means we just don't do anything.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So
No,
we gotta
that's
at least
real shit.
try and do something.
You gotta at
Yeah.
least try. You can't just let niggas get killed like that. That's fucked up, man.
You know, it's fucked up because it's been happening since like Columbine and shit. And I
99,
forgot.
yeah.
I forgot
Exactly,
that we've
that's-
had so many shootings that I'm numb to it.
Yo, I was saying Columbine happened, and everyone's like, definitely Marilyn Manson's fault. Obviously, this is a
Eminem.
Well, they had the branding, the trench
Yeah.
coat
And they're like,
mafia.
this
That
is
shit
about
sounds
bullying
hard
and
as
Marilyn
fuck.
Manson. And no one ever once in Columbine, I don't remember being like, hey, how about don't have easy access to guns or, like.
I remember the day after Columbine, all the goth kids in my school who had trench coats already, they all wore their trench coats, and like it was a big
I
deal.
was a child.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Viral idea.
Okay.
Me in front of the Columbine High School with a gun. Picture.
Didn't Bones
Instagram.
already do
Bones
that?
did that, I think, yeah.
Bones
And
was like one of-
FTP made those shirts that said Columbine Physical
Yeah,
Education,
he was
blah,
like,
blah, blah.
He was like VHS in front of Columbine, just like whatever the fuck he does.
With a gun? No, with a gun.
I don't know if he had a gun.
Assault rifle.
Nah, with a gun. Oh, my
Assault
God.
rifle in front of the Columbine sign.
I don't think I've ever seen Bones
You
pose
take
on a
7
gun.
kids from Columbine, stand them all in line at an AK-47, Mac revolver, and 9.
Hey, Zach, I need that Columbine physical education shirt. That shit was
I
fun.
wonder if he regrets making that.
No, why would he regret
Probably
that?
not.
Shit was
Yeah.
tight.
He goes 30.
30.
30.
When are you gonna start making really offensive like clothing?
Dude,
Probably
Nick-
not.
He already
Nick,
does,
no
bro.
jumper,
Look at this
bulletproof
fucking hoodie.
vest.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's got diamonds. Look
Yeah,
at
yeah.
this. Blood diamonds on the shirt.
yeah, blood diamonds on the
Rhinestones.
shirt.
Actually, Ka5sh invented that. You guys are riding the Ka5sh wave.
You made rhinestone
Actually,
shit?
activity
Yeah,
activity
my,
clothing
Yeah,
kind
we
of.
kind of jacked it from them, let's be honest.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of people are doing it now. No, I met the dude on tour.
Because of me, because he DM'd me and he was like, "Can I get into the show?" I was like, "Yeah, send me a hoodie. I'll call Adam right now. I'll get you into the show."
Is he with the activities?
I think so.
With the shenanigans and the
the
activities. If they want me
How does
gone, tell
Robesman
their ass
know
get
that
rid of
reference?
me. I'm with
Mike
the
Sherman?
activities.
Hey,
Because
shout-
who is that?
hey.
Who is that?
Almighty suspect in Frosty the Snowman.
Cal XL.
You guys are really
Cal.
putting this fool
Shout
on.
out Cal.
Cal, you better your tape better be hot because we're actually really
I'm
banking
about to
on
slap
this.
this shit right
Anybody
now. At music by Cal. Slap this shit.
People give me CDs so
Actually,
much
show me one of
that.
his videos. I got more. Don't worry, Cal. He didn't
Crack.
just ludicrous you. I got more.
What is ludicrousing someone? I missed this.
You never seen the movie
Hustle and
Hustle and
Flow.
Flow.
Hustle and Flow?
Gives him his mixtape, and then he goes to take a pee in the bathroom,
Throws it
and
in the
Ludacris
toilet.
is puking in the toilet with the tape all ripped up. And he's
Yeah,
like,
he-
"Hey
he,
man,
like,
hey man."
Totally disrespected in
How
his
does,
tape.
can someone
watch
do a
that again.
Terrence Howard impression? He's like, "Tell
Hey,
me,
man.
Movies
man.
I'm planning on watching for the culture. Hustle and
Hustle
Flow
and Flow.
now
Oh my
because
God,
it's been so
it's
long.
the best movie. of
And
all.
then also Colors is like a
Oh my
hugely
God.
no. I've seen it back in the day, but Dub kept mentioning
It's
it
so
and
good.
Watts and everything,
way
and I'm like,
better
I gotta
than one
rewatch
movie
It's
that.
way better than like Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood kind of sucked compared to Colors, honestly.
I think part of being a white boy into rap is that you got to review all the classic movies so that nobody
Gotcha.
can stump you with Menace to Society trivia or anything.
See, all those movies are all way better than Boys in the Hood was like a pussy ass watered down LA gang movie. Colors, real shit.
I've never seen Colors.
Colors is amazing. You guys should watch Colors together as like
Holding hands.
black empowerment like movement.
That-
Call over Joe Urban.
the House Phone Hood documentary is going to be called "She Think I'm Famous, So She's Sucking on My Anus."
I'm getting that tatted.
And when you bend over and
say
spread
I'm
your
playing
asshole
lips.
open in the video, it's just like, oh my God. There's probably so many people who watch that video and just hit that and they're like, whoa, what?
Did I show you that dude who did the reaction? I'll show you later. The guy who did the reaction.
Wait,
video.
you really bend over? And,
He kind of like grabs his butt and goes,
I'm just like, yeah.
oh wow. Okay.
that's
I'm
really
going
funny.
30.
Yeah.
30.
I've never, and by the for the record, I've never gotten my ass ate. Not yet.
Really?
Not yet. No.
Oh, you're missing out, bro. I
I need a bitch that's down though first. I got a bitch. I need a bitch that I love and is gonna love me back to where I wouldn't even be like afraid if she outed that about me.
A lot. Like, honestly, like, whenever me and Len have threesomes with porn stars, they will just start munching on my ass.
Yeah. See, I had a
That happened
threesome
to you?
recently. Yeah, and I'm hyper.
You had what?
Oh no.
I'm
see-
very here for you getting your ass ate.
Oh yeah. See, I don't be flexing whenever I have sex because like,
like
it's
that.
not on brand for me.
Yeah. You're such a
This
friend
nigga's
to the
so
women.
woke.
Yeah.
You're
But
so woke. I
He's a
love
woke
that.
consultant.
But no, whenever because like I feel like it's like hyper masculinity. Whenever it started happening, I was just like, oh, like,
You're like,
Powered up.
yeah. 'cause I'm like,
Starts chugging perks out the bottle.
damn. You eat ass too. Of
oh
course.
yeah, for sure.
Wait, I thought you said you didn't spend all your money on a chain. It looked like you.
No,
kinda
this is one of the first chains when I first started getting money.
Listening.
This is This is little. It's
Listen.
like that's nothing.
That's light work.
Adam, I feel like you've been chainless the last couple times I've seen you.
I like rocking them sometimes, but I just don't want to get into the thing where it's like, oh, every time I'm out, I wear it.
Adam, why'd you steal Dexter's chain?
Oh, get out of here.
Oh my God.
Hey, shout out to fucking Dub's hood because that's like, it's like all those dudes are like dudes that Dub like knows really well and stuff. It's like, but yo, I'm not even gonna say any other names, but people keep getting robbed, and Dub keeps getting hit up to try to like squash it. And Dub was like telling me on the phone the other day, he's like, "I can't be fixing everybody's motherfucking problems. That ain't my job."
Getting everybody chains back.
Dub's like, he knows all these people, and it's like, he ain't gonna do shit, you know.
That's the thing, dude. If I got a chain, it would be snatched the first hour I had it.
No, I don't think so.
Where,
You're a good guy. People
where
like
are you going that someone would do that?
And people like you too.
One of my friends, probably. Like someone I
No,
know.
not even.
One of your friends and just continue to be friends with them.
Yo, you think
Well, that's his chain now.
You think Dex is gonna
He's
beat
slightly
me up?
taller than me.
I like said a line about like I'm not gonna let a nigga famous Dex me for my chain in the new song.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You think he's gonna beat me up?
I think
No,
he'll beat you up, but he might be annoyed.
His own chain. He probably just won't get a Dex feature, tour, or shout out now.
Oh man. Maybe I had to befriend the guys who took his chain then.
All I could say though is that if I were Dex, I would be so mad at academics for just dragging that shit out. Like he's posted it so
every
many
time.
times.
Check it out.
Look at these guys flexing in the hood with Dex's chain just over and over and over. It's like bad enough that he's got to make a video or two about it,
Greasy Neck
but
Hall of Fame.
Nigger grease neck.
he always says the
Going from
neck,
hood
the
to
neck
hood.
grease thing kills me whenever he talks about
Going on the
that.
hood chain tour.
You know what I think is wicked funny that academics always says? He goes, as far as I know, black men do not cheat. He always says that.
We don't.
I back it. And also, white men do not cheat either.
So which men cheat? Latino men?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
Too passionate.
There's no Latino men here. I would like to blame it on them.
Latinos? Any
No,
Latinos in the house?
No, we're good. Yeah.
The Black John Mayer definitely doesn't cheat.
But Black John Mayer has never had a girlfriend to cheat on.
He had a girlfriend once.
And she
So fucked up that we're cooking him over here.
Oh man, he got no mics. He can't say anything.
He's gonna pull up next week with Liz on his arm and be like,
Whoa.
Would you be hurt if he took Liz?
Honestly, I would. It
Yeah.
would be so
Yes.
funny that I would be hurt. Yeah.
But you and Hakeem like get mistaken for each other a lot somehow.
Look, bro, I've gotten DM'd like when he was on tour, like, yo, like I saw you at the show.
But yo,
No, you
nothing
didn't.
will ever be better
didn't
when
you get mistaken for
Lil Yachty and also Father.
and take it like really to the next level
Yeah,
where you
yeah,
got to
yeah.
check off of it?
No, yeah, I got the I'm Depressed
what?
video happened because this girl thought I was Lil Yachty. And was
Wait,
genuinely talking to me as if I was Lil Yachty, and I didn't realize.
And then she was like, I'm gonna shoot
What a
your video.
stupid
Yeah,
bitch.
no, she was like, she
No
like
way.
got she like got my information, and then later found out that it was me. And
you
then liked
weren't
my
Lil
music.
Yachty.
Yeah, yeah.
When I first saw
You're a
you,
liar,
you and
bro.
Father's look was kind of similar.
Yeah,
so
dude.
I could see that, but the Yachty thing, he's like
No,
half
we
your
look nothing
size.
alike.
Nothing alike.
You
No.
and Fat don't even look alike though. That's
I know, but
crazy.
like at one point, whenever he had pink hair,
Exactly,
I
yeah.
totally looked like Father.
Yeah.
yeah.
You were like, oh, like that dude. Like, how do you say? That was what people would say about Ka5sh before I actually knew him. Is like, how do you say his name? And yo, is that Father?
Yeah.
No, that's not Father.
Well, Fat cut his hair now, so
Yeah, so now we don't look alike.
I'm gonna cut my hair too, so we look more similar.
Yeah.
Similar.
Similar.
I always have a problem saying this.
I like how
love
you
it.
say it. I think it's
like
cute.
that better. I'm
How do you
actually
say
gonna
it?
change it.
Similar.
Similar?
Similar.
What do I
Singular.
say?
You say
Similar.
Similar. Similar.
I mean, honestly, it's not that bad. It's just kind of cute.
I'm cute. That's why. Hey, I'm
cute.
single, ladies. Hit me up. I'll buy you a chain like I did my other girl, but I might take it back though. So
I think it's time to wrap this up. We're an hour and a half in, and we're going to go on stream now. So anybody who wants to stick around, we're about to start listening to your music. All right, Chris, let's get that mouse. Let's
Adam22 Show.
yeah, Adam22
Yeah.
Show.
Adam, let's all try to do the headphones toss and see if it's
Episode two.
Oh, I'm very
All right,
high
you
key
ready?
down.
on three, guys. On three.
All right, one.
Headphones toss on three.
One,
1, 2, 3. Fuck!
I'm ballin' like an alpha, guy.